Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 105. That is what I just prepared. I looked up which session number we had.
Clever.
I should just do that every time, so I'm not guessing. But you know, it's a little bit fun. Yes, I'm stuck in a rut of not once again editing or uploading the episodes. So I think I didn't upload the last 3 or 4 maybe. But hey, who cares? At some point they're gonna be there. I just upload all of them in a batch. And as you can hear from my stumbling words, I'm a little bit tired. So patience is what I ask of everyone listening to me right now. But yeah, nonetheless, we keep trekking forward. And so, quick recap. Last session, you guys, you won or were victorious in the arena, got your cash money, did a little bit of city touring, discovered a magical shop, and a item that was in particular interest to one of you, Fiera, an item that cost 30,000 gold, which is more than the entire amount you won in the arena, but it also was a very potent and powerful magical item crafted by the owner herself, and that inspired Fiera to make her own version of Lion's Den or Shark Tank or Dragon Slayer, whatever these shows are called, and try to pitch and convince Eirik and Isorel with convincing arguments why it would benefit not only herself, not only this group, but the entire world and maybe even the universe if she gets the stuff. And yeah, basically was successful and got the funds she needed, probably 50% interest, but that's just life of a wizard. And got herself a Staff of Power, a magical item so strong it has its own kind of, well, it doesn't have a annihilation field per se, but it definitely has an aura around it that is very similar to annihilation field, that when attuned to actually extends the annihilation field to the item, as the magical power that's residing in it is, as potent as the soul. And after that, you kind of, locked in a bit on what you were actually supposed to do after you did a little bit of a detour of questioning a guild hall about the trade relationship between two nations. However, you got back on track after having done that semi-successfully. I mean, nothing bad happened. You just got more infos, but it didn't necessarily help you. And went to the much anticipated after party. No particular dress code. You just went as the Fate Weavers, and but you were kind of before you actually entered the party, got taken into the personal chambers of the defense sergeant, or the security sergeant more precisely, who would have a strange personal request that he wanted to give you, Mr. Durloff Axstone. And before you did any negotiations, because you've learned, Eirik and Isorel both casted spells that allowed them to see that which cannot normally be seen, and you would indeed, before exchanging any information, see a scrying orb floating above kind of a desk decoration that he had just sitting on his desk. And Isorel would dispel it, and it would turn out that this very item that was holding the scrying orb was given to him by one Dolwyn Coldhammer, the very individual you were supposed to investigate. And so talking with the security sergeant, you found out a variety of strange occurrences, and he seems to be a decently good guy. Like, he cares for the people here, which is why he's in the position he is. And he's gotten a lot of reports of people suddenly going missing, but when you requested to investigate these reports, the higher ups declined his request. and he's never gotten around to actually investigate what's been going on, and wished or tasked you to do it as an extension of himself because he is bound by his duties and isn't allowed. And by extension of that, you shared your information that you were investigating Dolwyn, and he also shared some intrigue information since he also wished once again to look into him when he appeared the first time 2 years ago, because there were just kind of suspicious things surrounding him that didn't quite line up, and that just made Durlov, interested why this strange fellow suddenly appeared here. But once again, because he is part of nobility, he has certain immunities, and he once again wasn't allowed to continue his investigations, and basically was just sat still there. And so you kind of formulated like a minor plan. He would give you the keys and access to enter Dolwyn's abode or estate. You would mingle just a bit in a party, just so it's not suspicious that you're not there. And then about half an hour or so, one of the guards would just call you out, and then you could leave the party uninterrupted or unsuspiciously, and then do whatever you wish to do. And so you went to the party, met snobbish figures, taking you back to a place you all really don't feel comfortable. Had a few talks and few interactions here and there. There was an HR person from the Arcana administration that really tried to hire you. And you also had a talk with the Flamefather, a member of the Forge Fire Doctrine, which Fiera was interested in. However, as you were having this pleasant conversation with this bald man, a very loud figure entered the scene. And it was during his entrance that suddenly Iserel's true sight, which she casted on herself in Durlov's office, disappeared. Seemingly dispelled, or some other effect has taken it away from her. And you saw this very, obnoxious dwarf entering the party with way too fancy clothing. So question of the day is, what do you think got rid of Iserel's true sight? Very easy question.
I'm Greg, and I'm playing Irix Banner, the human artifighter. I genuinely think that it is someone in Dolwyn's group that did it, not him himself. I think somebody around him, like a handler, someone who might be, more knowledgeable about the whole nefarious, bullshit going on. Mm-hmm. So I think someone else knew what was going on and stopped that before he was able to find out or anything.
All right.
Cool. I am Matt, playing Fiera. The wizard, Quartermancer. It could be so many things. My current guess, that's probably top of the list, but not guaranteed, is he has some unique form that prevents magic from seeing it, unless it's like a certain level and we're just not strong enough. Just some unique devil, demon, magic, beast form that's just very powerful. It just shatters, divination that looks upon it. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Hi, I'm Skit, and I play Iserel Leofina, the druid cleric. And I actually think that it's a mix of the two answers. I think that Dolwyn is probably not who he says he is, in the sense that there might be some deals at play there that are doing that. But I also think that someone in his entourage is pulling the strings a little bit and helping him out with navigating things so that he looks quote unquote normal.
Alright. Those are some very different theories.
Yeah.
Then I guess we'll have to see which one is true, and so only one way to do that, and that's about playing, so that's what we're gonna do right after the intro. Maybe he's just a regular old dwarf. Maybe he's a wild magic guy and it just spontaneously happened, you know. Circumstance.
The blood that was spilled, it soaked within the earth. It dried and will be forgotten. Depraved maniacs who wished nothing more than to dream of what could be. They were a necessary alliance to get what we needed. A little bit of time. Though their meager efforts were even worse than anticipated. This is why we do not trust foreign powers, my liege. Faith wanes. It is highly unreliable. We do not worship. We study. We do not pray. We calculate. We do not hope. We act. With this device, the doors that it will open for us, the potential which it will unlock, it will be a turning point in our scientific history. The blueprints deciphered from the remnants of the forges of war. These are the only scriptures we need. No alliance, no faction nor nation is strong enough to stop the engines of destruction which we have built. All it took was a little more time. Glory will be brought to us, and we shall reign indisputably over the entire continent. No legions, no battalions, no military will be able to stand in our way. No demon nor angel will have the power to stop us. We shall reign as true rulers. Thine royalty, it befits the crown to rule all. Distant are the reliance on the so-called light. We shall show them what light is, and we shall show them what true freedom and supremacy looks like. My king and dearest queen, thine throne befits nothing less than power, and I, your humble scientist, shall give you the power it deserves.
Yes. So, that is also where we're gonna pick up, which is right after Israel, you notice that your true sight just disappears. Once again, Eirik, your sight is normal. You still have to see invisibility. But you can all hear the very loud voice of this individual just entered the party and seemed to have just greeted the room, gathering attention from all around. And you can see that everyone inside of here reacts strongly to the presence of this individual, and doesn't take long for you to realize, especially you, Eric, with your passive perception, can hear from the whispers that people are like saying, oh, it's finally made it. Oh, that's nice. And people just seem to be joyful that he has arrived to the party. You just kind of feel that, the mood has picked up a bit. It was in the beginning a little bit, secluded. Everyone is like staying in their own groups and just mingling about. And, usually when the star of the party arrives, it's kind of shift in tempo, which is odd because you would have assumed that you guys would have been that. But it seems like, he has a certain draw to him. I'll just check one thing real quick. For that, I have to access you guys' character sheets. Nope, that definitely not. Also no. I'm looking at your guys' passives. Oh, yeah. Isabel, you would notice you have a pretty high passive insight check.
Yes.
And, you don't know what it is. And it doesn't... You aren't quite sure if it is magical, if it's not magical. But he has a certain draw to him. There are like some people who... You don't have to meet them for long or something like that, but they just have like an aura of like, wow, that's a really affable guy. Like, he's like a really nice guy. He's exuding this like very strongly. He goes with a very open posture. He walks like very self-confident, and he has a sway in his walk, which usually is a sign, that's a little bit off-putting because it's like kind of, too cocky of an individual. But for him, it's just like... You find yourself smiling a bit as you see him, and you just like, and you realize also your tension on someone else, like, of all the nobilities kind of died down a bit as he's kind of breaking the norm of all these very high stuffed up people who are like, trying to present themselves in this manner, but he's just like kind of openly going and talking with these people as if they were like high school friends. And he's just going outside and says, it's about time that you bring a little bit of life inside of here. Come on, you can play a bit louder, can't we? Mozella. Oh, a very nice haircut you got there. I liked it. The last one, maybe not so good. Where's the drinks? Tender? Over here. Champagne, please, but make it red. All right, thank you very much. And he just seems to be steering clear.
I'm gonna take the time to observe him from afar. I don't want to get too close to him. Definitely don't want to be like, I'm gonna come and look at you, and try to see if I can find anything that would that would remind me of annihilation field that could be active around him. The same, see, is there like anything about him that seems to stand out a little bit now that we are more aware of those things ourselves? Trying to see if I can decipher one on him.
Yeah, you can definitely make a straight wisdom check, is that, because you're trying to feel magically your own magical source from his. As a 16. You're like peering in, but you don't seem to be able to notice anything in particular. Now, obviously, you also know you can just hide it, and if you're very well trained, then you wouldn't be able to tell very much. But at first glance, there don't seem to be any obvious signs that you can either see or magically feel coming from him. He just seems to be like a lavish guy bringing life to the party.
How does the Flame Father react to this guy entering?
He seems to be quite pleased. You can see him smiling, and he can also, not necessarily directing these words to you, but he just kind of says it's open the room for like people to hear, and kind of says, Oh, the life of the party has finally arrived.
Well, we have to say hello eventually. Should we go as a group, or I'd be fine going on my own as well.
Well, you don't want to be seeming too eager. We can kind of let
yeah.
him come to us.
Maybe make ourselves, I mean, we do stand out because we're a good 2 feet higher than almost everyone here, but
I
and
never thought about that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a few elves and there's like a couple mixes and all that, but we definitely stand out quite a bit. We're also severely underdressed for the occasion.
The tables that we're standing at, are they like 2 feet tall?
Uh,
Are we like leaning down to the table?
no, like these are, like I said, these are like floating discs.
Oh, they're floating.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, so they probably float up to us.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm guessing they've had non-dwarves here before.
Yeah, well, you would know, like, Collis has also a strong elven population. That's why all the Vinstra, the half-elves and half-dwarves come from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go take a table somewhere and let him come to us then.
Yeah, let's find a corner that we can maybe put ourselves, like, there and they can see us rather than try to blend
yes.
into the crowd. Is what I'm trying to
I
say.
will follow your noble instincts.
As we're looking for a place to go and set up, when he came in, I'd like to just look around and see like what the guards did. Like, did the guards' attention shift anymore? Like, are they more serious? Do they look more, like protective now that he's in here? And also the invisible guards, what are they doing now that he came in?
Well, with your passive perception, you have a pretty good read on everything, since this is kind of happening just passively, and it's just something that you weren't like expecting. And as far as you can tell, there's like no major shift in the guard's attendance. You can see those who are close by to him kind of also just like greet him with a nod, and most of them just also seem quite pleased that he's there, because once again, no one really wants to be in a stuffy room full of nobles and a lot of tension, and they seem to relax, if anything. So they are not on super high alert any longer. Yeah. All right, and then you kind of navigate.
Shoot, I don't have my true sight anymore. I can't ask that question. Dang it.
Yeah, you navigate your way towards one of the empty floating discs, and there are like, several snacks on each table. But very like noble
Sorry.
snacks. I saw finds a fly. Swats it. It's like, oh, how did this make it inside of here?
That was my pet! Someone yelled.
Oh no! My pet fly! What have you done? Yeah, as one of the lonely servants who was lonely all this time, made a pet fly his only friend. Anyways, the nobles scoff at him and then ignore him. But yeah, soon after you arrive there and separated from the larger portions, you do see that now these separated groups who were, there were like 4 or 5 individual groups, have now started to kind of merge. And it really seems like Darwin is starting to almost like magnetically pull people out of groups, and then new groups forming around him. But you then also hear him kind of loudly say, and it's very easy to understand him, he seems to really be dominating the space here, and he kind of says, oh, well, I see them, the subjects of our festivities, over there. Well, hello, greetings. And he kind of, excuses himself from the current group he's there.
Nice to meet you, Trios. Yeah, I've already heard from a couple of my friends about the incredible deeds you've done inside of the walls of the arena. A pleasure to meet you. My name's Dorwin Goldhammer. Oh, excuse me, not gold. That's what I would like it to be. Coldhammer.
And he just kind of reaches out his hand to shake your guys' hand.
Great to meet you. I am Isarel Leafina, and those are my friends Fiera Crone and Eric Spanner. We are known as the Fate Weavers.
The Fate Weavers, yes, that was it. Kind of forgot about it, yeah. Well, welcome to the party. It's not, an everyday occurrence. We have outsiders come inside, so it's always a pleasant treat to see new faces around here. Kind of gets a little bit boring if you're stuck with these fellas all the time. But don't tell them that.
We are very grateful for the welcome. It's been very, very nice.
Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoy it. Most people usually get a little bit anxious around, folk with heavy coin purses and stuff like that, trying to get the most out of it. But don't worry, just loosen up, Don't have to be so tense around me.
Oh no, it's shoot, what's the word? Hold on. I need to translate.
In her head, she's like, God, what's the common word for this? I only know the Elvish word.
It's a quirk of mine. I've grown up around nobility, so I do tend to try to observe protocols and often forget to maybe let loose a little.
Yeah, it's usually so. Well, I mean, you're one of the few people I see who, weren't pressured into dressing accordingly, as I would like to say.
We tend to, get around a lot and don't really have the means to be carrying all kinds of stuff with us. So what you see is what you get.
And what I see is plenty enough. Well, once again, extending my thanks. Put on a great show is what I heard, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the party. I have to make a...
I guess I'm curious. You don't partake in the arena?
Oh no. I'm a busy fella, got a lot of stuff to do. I wish I could. That's why I take the time in these after parties to at least get to know the people that go around here. Sometimes I need a job or two done. I extend some of these deeds to people who seem interested, but you seem to be quite handful yourselves, unless you are open for a contract.
Well, like we've told most people that have offered that, we fight for a cause rather than coin. But coin never hurts.
That's my phrasing. I mean, it can get heavy sometimes, but have to offlift a little bit of purchasing power here and again, especially if you're in a big city like this. Lots of goods, lots of wares, and you don't get these things.
Well, I guess
was a little bit of
you're
coin.
the person to talk to, right? I guess now that we have some coin in our possession, anything of interest we should keep an eye out for?
I mean, depends what you want. The market is full of curious things.
Well, curious, but we kind of like the more rare variety.
Well, now and again we stumble upon, either ruins, treasures and artifacts buried there. But usually, they get sold off quite quick, or they are taken in by the throne, because obviously valuable goods are useful for royalty. And
Well, of course.
I bet a lot of these people have a bunch of useful items that are, in better hands outside of protected city walls, but, status and things like that usually takes overhand.
Well, of course, but I guess runes? Are there runes nearby?
I don't know. I'm not an adventurer. I just kind of track things that make their way here. Don't really ask questions from where they came from. Just try to find an appropriate either buyer or seller.
I see. Interesting. I guess, would you have a contact? I'm actually somewhat of a ex-archaeologist, or maybe, I guess maybe I've grown beyond it. Now I look for more exotic places than I used to.
Well, are you looking for a buyer or are you wishing
Oh, I'm looking to go there myself.
to go where?
Ruins.
Oh,
Ruins,
oh,
not
oh,
ruins.
oh, excuse me. I
Yes.
got what wrong.
What did I say?
No, I thought you were looking for someone who would offer anything found
Runes.
within the ruins.
Scripted.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 it's very close.
Happens. Any particular ruins that can be found? Well, the most obvious place I would, particular that is like special to colors. There's like some, covered in the mountainscapes and stuff like that. I mean, it's immense. The Velcon Ranges have hardly been, properly explored. It's harsh terrain and stuff like that. And so now and again expeditions are made, but it's a big area that can be explored. But one of the most actively explored and still, has a lot of interest and a lot of funding is the Quaritch Mines. I know it's the mines, but it's a
right.
vast, immense, basically cave network within a mountain. And stuff gets found
Right,
all the time.
I have seen documentation on the various levels and how far down, it's gone. And it's vast, it seems like. But that also means that's where everybody's focus is at.
Of course.
And you say there's probably more interesting things there to find than people already have?
Probably. I mean, the other sites of interest, I mean, the Starfrost Forest has its own uniques, but it's been taken care of the Starlight Academy, so, well, I'm pretty sure
Right.
still things can be found there. Obviously, the Blighted Woods down south all have their own unique things, but most people tend to avoid that area because of obvious dangers that occurred there. If you're not into demons, which I hope no one is, you best avoid that area.
Just getting rid of them.
Yeah. The Elosh Isle has a couple of ruins. Also seem I've heard that there are a couple of. Oh, I've unplugged my headphones. I've gone deaf for a while. Excuse me. Yeah, I've got
Right,
this.
you gotta talk to your servants or
Yeah,
assistants.
yeah.
So it's...
My hearing aids sometimes, just deactivate.
Oh, yes, much clearing. Yes.
Hearing aids. Wow.
Yeah.
That would be a really good profession, actually, in D&D. you could make money on magic hearing.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah. Elosh Isle. There were there's like some tribes that have been left alone there for the most part. Perform port.
Are they not civilized or advanced?
Like I say, I don't know any details. I just hear these things by the by because, it's all connected to trade routes and stuff
Well,
like that.
everybody talks. Right?
Yeah, and I just need to make sure that the goods I send actually arrive somewhere safe.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess,
Is
do you know if
there,
they're aggressive? Oh, sorry.
Progressive, the tribe.
If they're aggressive.
Oh, aggressive.
Or progressive.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think we just try to avoid them. They're just doing their own thing there. What is it then? It's a strange kind of folk, I think. Either they were like some sort of yeah, like earth dwellers. They kind of, live in caves and stuff like that. I don't know.
They live on a cave in an island. Okay, that is quite interesting. Well, Eric, you were gonna ask?
Yeah. I mean, I was just. Are you part of some larger network of people that keeps track of all this trade? Like, how far a reach do you have? Like in the region in Collis, or are there like other people doing your job in other regions?
Well, yeah, of course. I'm not a solo operation, even though that's how I tend to paint myself when I'm, negotiating with other people. But I'm just a chief merchant overseer, and this has to exist in any larger city. You need someone who, takes care and tracks of the things being delivered in to port and then exported out. That the appropriate amount of goods are being county collected and pays everything on time, stuff like that. So, yes, I'm not the sole individual, but my reach mainly extends with Hostvan, everything that goes inside and everything that goes out. But you will find your own individuals in every port and major city. Pretty sure that probably the capital has like maybe even 2 or 3, because they have their own very unique ways how things get imported there.
Sure.
Can I ask you, Jack? I know my insight's garbage. As he's talking to us about trades, cities, and like normal job stuff, can I get a sense that he is interested or cares, or does it feel like he's saying what he has to? Because I don't know. Like, is he putting on an act, or does he actually
Following
care
a
about
script?
Yeah.
Breaking a check.
Oh God! Come on! I can fix my. Oh, it was on 20, and then it went to 8.
Aww.
9.
He seems to be like really engaging in this conversation.
Okay.
I mean, he's been adding way more details than someone who would just reading off a list. So he's like properly engaging.
All right. Yeah. No, all right. Seems like a good guy to me. I don't know what you guys are up about, but.
Did you say that out loud?
No. That was to the players, not to the characters.
So, yeah. No, I think we're done here. Cheers, mate.
He seems good.
Do you guys trade with Celadon? Because I do have a errand I need to run there. And if someone knows the city, that would be... I'd like to talk to someone, I guess, if you have a trader that goes there.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we got trade with almost every single city here. Yeah.
I guess, do you have a contact, or do you know like someone that makes like a route there regularly?
Ooh, all right. Well, I do not know all the names of my workers by heart. It's not quite my job. But I can.
Do you have that many?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm the chief overseer, so there's a lot going on. I can't emphasize this enough. I'm very important, but and it just gives you a wink. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. No, he was saying that as in like sarcastically that he's very important, but he doesn't.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, not in a flirtatious right now.
Okay, I was
I'm
about.
important. Wink, wink.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was on the cusp.
Yeah, no. It was more as in like, haha, I'm important, joke. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anything particular you would like to have delivered there? Zelinon, you said?
Yes. Oh boy, I don't know. Do you want the short story or the long story?
I mean, we got time here.
True. So in Azathia, we took on a quest to fell a demon that was actually interrupting trade between Colis and I guess what city would have been? Delasalis, perhaps? Or Overmere? It was in between the cities. Anyway, so we felled this demon. However, before we could, it took care of this caravan that was headed to Colas. As we went through, we were trying to figure out who they are, where their goods are going to. We were able to return them, which is good, but one of the members had a locket, and it seems his wife is probably in Zelna. So I wanted to return his coin and his locket and let her know of his passing.
Wow. I mean, warms my heart hearing that, truly. I mean, that's an incredible thing to do for someone else.
Well,
Do you
if you're able to, I think you should. So I know I'm able.
I mean, that's easier said than done. I mean, most people would probably agree with you, but then would not do it. Which is why I'm saying you're doing it, and that's quite impressive.
I appreciate it.
Do you have any more infos, perhaps? Because, like I said, if they aren't a member of the direct trading community, or in any way, shape, or form related to the Baron of
Boy.
Zelinon, I don't think I can help you there. I can get it there, but if it actually, gets into the hands of the right person, that's a entirely different situation.
Oh boy, no. Wedding ring, no, best I can help. So give me 2 days. Nope, don't have anything from that. Well, if anything, I can get to Zelanon, but it would be easier if I could get information or a certain item to help me get there. The more I know about it, the easier it is for us casters.
So you wish to receive something from Zelinon?
That would make everything much easier. If they have trade goods that come through here, I'm sure you would probably know.
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of lumber actually comes from there.
Really?
Yeah, but it's more the southern parts of the Starford Forest. It's mainly what Zelinon does. It's not a big village, so to speak. Just the bare minimums. Though most of the wood doesn't necessarily come to Osvan, because we have our own lumber yards, but occasionally it still makes its way through.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that makes it easier to find at least.
Well, one of the things also particular there, I believe, is a seed store. So store that sells.
Seed?
Yeah, they sell seeds. It's quite difficult to plant things here in Collis because of the biting cold. But there's a particular store that's managed to do it. Probably some sort of druid has, made the place and using this very niche opportunity to open a business. And has been good enough to make its rounds. Unique, particular, and very niche things. It's not something that's big on the market, but for those that are interested.
Well, that makes it easier for me, so. Wonderful. I guess tomorrow I'll have to peruse the market for these seeds or some sort of craft that comes from there from lumber. Well, I guess I've been asking you so much. Do you have any curiosities of us?
Well, a whole bunch, but obviously I don't want to steal the hero's time too much. This festivity is obviously made for you, and I'm pretty sure that the holders of the house will arrive soon, and you will be able to have your private conversation with them. I don't want to steal that. But I am quite interested to know, because you say you don't do stuff for coin, but you prefer to. How did you phrase it?
How did I phrase it?
We do it for a
For the-
cause.
A
not
cause.
For
For
coin.
cause.
A
Yeah,
cause.
yes, thank you, Ezra.
Well, what's you guys' cause then? Wow,
The
stumped you.
music stops.
Everyone looks at you.
Yikes.
It's not. We don't ally ourselves to a side of history or anything. We're just trying to make it better for the people in general. Our cause is the betterment of every living person on this continent.
I mean, that's like page one every religion, but all right. I mean, fair enough.
Well,
That's the
For us,
thing.
it's
We
more
don't ally
regardless of religion.
Yeah, we don't ally ourselves to a certain religion or a certain group or anything like that. We try to approach things on a neutral ground, and we will make our own research on anything we want to do before we actually do it to make sure that there will be no harsh consequences to what we're doing.
right.
We've
So
learned the
we're
hard
researchers
way.
as well. So
Yeah.
we like to find the facts, even if they're long lost. That's actually our specialty.
All right, yeah, historians. Pragmatic bunch, you guys then are.
Very much so,
Don't-
yes.
We will not sit here and pretend that we are perfect and don't make mistakes. But we try to do what we think is best.
All right, well, then, actually, I'm just quite curious then, because all of these folks are, debating about, the current relationship with the Holy Religions and stuff like that. Everyone has their own quarrels with them. They're the largest group, an organization that also
They-
hail the cause of the betterment of all, but, very subjectively speaking so. So, just asking, what's the difference between you and them? Other than that you're obviously smaller.
Well, you just took the words out of my mouth. They have too many people. They get distracted. Too many
And
many
we
opinions.
we don't try to convince people with our words. We don't try to erase things that have happened. We don't try to hide things either. We do our best to be honest. We also do not make decisions for others and then say, this is what is best for you. You should do it also. We solve problems and let the people make their own opinions.
Oh, I mean, any examples?
Well, just generally speaking, when you're given the opportunity to make a lot of money through a contract for a job, you end up doing that job with a bit of bias, even if you don't plan on it. The things you do in that job end up being designed in a way that's going to please the person that you're getting that you're working for. That's why we don't take contracts lightly. We don't take them immediately. Someone comes up with an offer. Hey, do this for this much money. We're not going to jump on that. Where we do get our money from is apparently arenas. That's a safe influx of money. We just don't we don't like using the the expectations of people to guide our choices. That's
We also don't just follow a deity's written out, this is how you do it by the book. We do it by the moment, by what seems right at that time.
There was a speech that was done a few days ago. Can't believe that was a few days ago.
No, it's been a
Sorry.
while. It's been like at least
The
most
speech?
of us. Yeah, it's been a while.
A Voss? Okay. Yeah, so there was a speech to the nation that we did about a little over a Voss ago after and you're asking for concrete answers. So in that speech, I shared how we made the decision to seal away forever and made sure that it could never be unsealed. One of the biggest evil threats that could have potentially walked on this plane, and that this entity was linked to a blood curse that had been going on, and it was sapping power through that curse and was about to breach out. And we sealed it away to make sure that, no one would suffer from that. That is something that we decided to do. We did not make this decision lightly. But that is something that we thought was, again, for the betterment of the people, not having to deal with this powerful evil walking on this plane.
Right, and we were split in that as well. I wanted
Yes.
to release it because I thought we could have handled it.
Yes.
And yeah, it was tough.
Well, yeah, it sounds like it. I'm just sitting here in my office and you guys are doing that. Wow, alright. Talk about different worlds. Yeah.
Well, this town's familiar with blood curses, right?
Depends who you ask. I wouldn't say I'm particularly well versed in blood curses. I see that's a
Well,
common occurrence, or is it?
I guess you did mention you haven't been to the arena, so that would make sense.
Why, what happened?
I mean, you know who came through here, right?
I mean, I
The
didn't-
unkillable?
A name.
Calyx, the Everdamned? Some people call him Emo Jesus.
Oh! Oh, Jesus. One of my favorite bands, actually, when I was younger.
Eric just leaves.
Great bands. Great dwarves, really.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. No, I heard of the guys. But if it's...
Well, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, alright. Because, I initially... I come from Ishimon. I actually come from Collis. So maybe if this is
Yes. Oh, I
Collis
see.
related.
Oh, perhaps.
Yeah, different world over there, definitely.
Very true.
Well,
Yeah, well, even now, it's changing.
No, wait. Yeah. So with talks going on, everyone's got their own opinion on how things are supposed to go.
Right.
Obviously, not excluding myself or yourselves. Everyone has their own bright idea on how the world's gonna work. Including, yeah, and there they are. And he kind of looks around, and you can see, that one crazy dwarven guard in the golden and black armor has now kind of stepped aside, and you can see the door he was standing in front of opens up, and coming out is a dwarf, a stout dwarf who seems to be, very well fed. Definitely is on the heavier side of things. And next to him, walking inside, is a very tall, but also somewhat weightier
female high elf, it seems like. Actually, no, the guy isn't a dwarf, because you can see he has a bit pointy ears on the end. He's still fat, but you can see he has somewhat longer arms than usual, and his forearms seem to be not as big as you would expect from dwarven kind, but instead his forearms are quite large, and it's very big hands. And he stands like a foot taller than your average dwarf, and he seems to be a mixed breed, a Vinthra. And you can see that they are very, very well dressed. They both wear kind of in unison these very, very dark blue marine robes with like 3 belts around their waist. And they have this very beautiful golden pattern that almost shimmers in the lights, with iconographies of hammers and lions kind of intertwining. It almost looks like the lions are like fetching these hammers around there. He's an extremely well trimmed white beard. He seems to be quite old. And the female high elf seems a little bit younger, but it's an elf, so who knows how old she is compared to him. And she also has like this very long hair that goes all the way down to the floor, very pointy ears, kind of very, you know, a vibe you can relate more to Isorel, because, you know, this reminds you a bit of elven noble society, but they don't wear any like very fancy decor on their heads and stuff like that, what the elves usually do. So it's a more decorative but still form-fitting clothes that they are wearing, and they kind of step inside of the room, and you can see that everyone looks and they say,
Well, Mr. Warden finally made his appearance. Man's getting older over the ages. Let's see how many steps he can still take.
and he just kind of waves over.
I'd like to... Isara would like to get a read on if he seemed genuine throughout the conversation we had. Like, did it seem like he was kind of bullshitting his way through the conversation, or did he seem like genuinely interested? She's trying to get a read on this guy a little better through like the conversation that we've had with him.
Yeah, you can also make an insight check.
Okay.
$26.
Yes.
Like on the surface level, he seems to be, you know, fully engaged in the conversation. He's like actively answering, but you get this very, very slightest hint of almost like apathy, that he couldn't care less where this conversation goes. The answers he's saying seem to be genuine, everything he says, and there's an air of not necessarily impressing, but you can feel that he's like trying to how should we put it? You know, those people who like really want to be liked? Kind of get that sense. So he's answering with that purpose in mind, and not because he's necessarily like, you feel like he has no personal interest in having this conversation with you. And just asked questions because he was like, well, I guess they want to talk. So, like I said, apathy a little bit, you can feel in his voice. But it's really very slightly, you get that read. As the kind of, you know, royal members walk in. And you would recognize these two, because they were attending the arena, and they usually tend to. The man obviously being Ventrax Moradon, and the woman being Lillian Moradon. You can see that they go to the first people and they just start, you know, greeting them. And you see that Dolan kind of excuses himself, and he said,
Well, gotta make me self-known as usual, and once again, I don't want to disturb your private talk with them. It's a great opportunity, but I don't know if this aligns with your cause. Good luck.
Well,
Great. So,
thank you.
yeah, thank you so much.
Have a good evening.
You too.
And then he kind of ducks off and then walks straight towards the Baron and the Baroness.
Isarel's gonna turn to her friends and be like, that was nobility at its peak.
He does seem quite. I don't know. He's a good talker, I guess.
Yes. He wants to be liked. That is for sure. I mean,
Huh?
what noble doesn't want to?
Right? Yeah.
To some degree, right? But it seems like he did not care about us in the slightest.
I mean, most people think we're just mercenaries for hire, so that kind of makes sense.
I'm actually relieved that he doesn't care about us. Like, it didn't seem like he knew who we were. You know, he doesn't seem like Big K said anything about his relation between myself and him.
Oh, but, oh, gee,
Or
okay.
he's
Him.
very good
Yeah, at hiding
at
it.
hiding it.
Yeah.
Well, either way, tough job.
He might play it simple like that so that he can pull more information out of people and relay
that's
it
true.
back to whoever.
Yeah. Didn't seem upset about the whole private conversation thing that we had with the security guy, so that's a good thing.
If he even knows.
Maybe he hasn't checked yet.
Or maybe he doesn't even know what that device is. Could have been given it. It's not
There-
from here.
There is a chance that he gave it to him the same way he facilitated a possible package to the throne without knowing what it did.
He could just be a delivery man. We really don't know.
I'm starting to get the sense that he's just a puppet and someone's pulling the strings behind him.
Well, we can confirm that once we
Yes.
look for trash.
And
Sure.
at this point, you can see that the Baron and Baroness are kind of, making their way towards you in a very cautious way. But you can see that one, royal guard seems to be following them every step they go. And now, very obviously, Eric, you can see the guards around are way more tense, and they're keeping a very specific eye on movement going around here. So definitely, they seem to hold a much bigger importance than the rest of the nobility here, which makes sense. They're the head family that runs the city. And you can see also on the upper balcony where there were these two invisible guards, two more have showed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they kind of walk towards you guys. And as I do, we're going to take a quick break because I'm really going to pee again. So we're going to be at a quick second. Bye. And we're back. Apologies. Who knows? Maybe there will be a second break at some point. Because we all know I have the weakest bladder of them all. Anyways, until that happens, you see Ventrax and Lillian, Mr. and Mrs. Morden making their way to there. And, they're taking their time. They are like, at the top of the chain. No pressure whatsoever. And yes, anything, you're saying or doing before they arrive, because, they're taking their leisurely time to approach you guys.
I'll just whisper to Iserel and Fiera, is it possible that the true sight was knocked off by them?
Very possible.
It's possible.
It could be preventative to them arriving. absolutely.
Right. I mean, they have security detail here, so.
There are the orbs and stuff flying around
Right.
up there looking, so those
And
might have
we
been able to
affordable
tell that
hiding
you had
place.
true sight on. So
Absolutely. I was not very subtle about it either.
What you're saying that you can hear Ventrax coming in front. You can see he extends his arms in a very open, welcoming way. He's like,
The heroes of the party. It's a pleasure to meet you personally. Fate Weavers, and it's even more of a pleasure. Because I was surprised when I first heard that the Fate Weavers were joining the arena. I first had to have
But
that.
you've heard of us.
Well, of course, anyone in high political position is privy to the national news going on. How could I miss that?
Well, I guess I wasn't certain how far that would reach, but yes, it's an honor to meet you as well.
Absolutely. And I'll
Curtsy.
do the yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll Eric.
ow, 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 ow.
You need to stretch.
Yeah, it's not healthy there, young man. You get to my age, and then you go and start worrying about your back like that. Well, nonetheless.
I think it's the cold. The cold weather is seizing up all the muscles and everything.
Ah, I see. Yeah, it is
Not
something.
very used to this type of weather. Yeah.
Yeah, it is due to adjustments, as my wife can probably agree with. She also hails from Azathia. Ah, yes, I had my own fair shares of troubles when I first moved here. Was, stiff joints and everything for the first couple of months, but you get used to it after a while. It's like,
Something tells me you didn't enter an arena fight the second you entered the town, though. That's a different story.
yes, indeed. Definitely on a different course. I think the first time I came here was because a political banquet that Mr. Ventrax here made for me. Yes, I remember
And
that.
if I may be curious, Mrs. Mordon, which part of Azathia do you hail from?
I initially came from Corvalli myself.
Oh. That happens to be my hometown as well.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet one of my own kind, if
That
you
is-
so will.
It is a very very surprising but good surprise.
yeah, she also reached out a hand to kind of take your hand, and it was
Yeah.
very in a courtly manner.
Oh, well, I don't assume you wouldn't have perhaps dabbled in politics then, since you're out there slinging spells and slaying creatures.
Actually, yes. I am of the Leafina family. That helped with some of the dukes down in Carvalli.
Wow. It doesn't ring any particular bells right now, but
Yeah.
I've left that part of my life, behind a long time ago, so.
I'm always forgetting the frickin' name of the family that my family worked for.
It's Feliciga, I believe it was.
Yeah. My father, Cernon Leafina, was the right hand of a duke, Zulfigars, back then. He did serve the military before actually going into politics, so my family is quite new to joining up nobility.
Well, it seems like you've taken the opposite steps of your father.
Funny enough, I did start into his steps and then I branched off. But I do intend on later on going back home and perhaps, taking over his place and my mom's place. But for now, I feel like I was called to do something else.
That's very interesting.
And you can see Ventrax is there.
Well, yeah, it was truly a pleasure and a delight to have the Fate Weavers in our arena. You put on a show, and, well, I can now definitely confirm with my own eyes that the stories about you most likely are true.
So we had the honor of you watching our match.
Of course, I attend every match here that takes place. It's my proud and honor to be able to attend the arena every time.
Ah, wonderful. I guess I'll ask, what creature did you have in that middle chest?
No.
Because I was curious and I almost opened it myself.
Well, I don't usually plan the fights themselves. I myself like to be surprised of what the event
of
managers have in stock. So I myself am quite curious, well, to learn what was inside of there, because one of you figured it out, didn't you not?
I did, yes.
Then you...
I used a little trick up my sleeve to figure out which chests were genuine and which weren't.
Ah, a nifty trick. I bet the event managers didn't expect that. Well, then you know more than I do about this creature. Well, I might never know.
It seemed quite big and scary, is what I can say for sure.
Ho ho ho, yes, that's what they tend to be. The bigger and scarier, the better.
Of course.
Are the event managers here, or do they keep everything secret?
They have their own place, they have their own office inside of the arena. They're not part of nobility, they have their own operations.
They're quite impressive. The magic on the chests, the teleportation, the bands, able to house creatures of that stature. It's all quite impressive.
Thank you very much. It's been a project of many decades, if not even centuries already. So, it didn't start off like that, obviously. It's had more than enough time to
Of
develop.
course.
Lot of helping hands have brought this to life, and so for the casters and mages that helped in creating this, we've obviously paid them handsomely for the entertainments we can now have thanks to their handiwork.
Right. Well, good. I guess, is everybody at the party kind of watching us talk to?
You have like side glances now and again, but there isn't like a circle around you guys or anything.
Let's see, if I may, we don't really know how Colas would receive us after things were quite tense a couple of bosses ago with militaries and all the battles that were taking place from both sides. I guess, what do you think of us being here, our group specifically?
Well, I think that you made your statement pretty clear during your speech. I think that paints a rather colorful picture of your group. And plus, it doesn't seem like you're in any way associated politically, though the now inherent connection I've discovered with any factions and or national powers. So,
I think we work best when we don't, so.
We cannot hide where we come from, and it did shape a little bit of who we are today. But I think we can all agree that we tend to separate that from what we're trying to do and try to stand on neutral grounds as much as possible and try to deconstruct our biases and just work for the truth and the facts.
It's a very privileged thing to be able to do that. I hope you're well aware.
And difficult.
Well,
It is difficult.
difficult for certain. Anything that wishes to bring forth some semblance of change is met with difficulty. The very foundation of things wish not to be changed in any way.
We've learned. Well, I guess then I'll ask for our group. Is there anything we can do for your city? Are there any major threats? Any demons causing troubles? Or how are things running?
Well, we are in times of change, so, you know, most of the things that are going on right now are relocating, restructuring our relationships with, you know, internal and external trade partners. It's been most of what we're dealing with. Threats are plentiful abound. The lands are still dangerous.
He kind of looks over to his guards, and he kind of goes over and just whispers something to him. And the guard kind of whispers back, and he kind of looks strange. And it's like,
Well, it seems like not too much demonic activity has been happening the last 2 of us or so. So that's some good news. Usually, we have some scuffles further up north at the Corundal Wall. You know, the demons that's kind of scour their way down from Heems. Or something we usually take care of. But I'm pretty sure that for any more specific needs, the people here attending have usually things that they need to have made done. And mostly it's just securing and making the trade route safe for merchants to be able to travel with relative ease.
Right.
It seems like there's been a small influx of larger sea creatures that I've heard of are just making the seas a little bit unsafe.
No boats.
Nope. This is gonna be a boatless campaign.
Yes.
That's fine.
Absolutely.
The sea creatures, let them be.
Yep.
No problem there. Well, wonderful. Well, I guess, do you have any questions for us?
Well, I guess you'll be standing in the way of Collis's goals, are you?
What's Colus's current goal, I guess, is the question.
Independence.
Oh. We have no...
No quarrels
No,
with
I
that.
don't.
Absolutely not.
Very
Perfectly
well.
fine. I think everybody should find strength within themselves, however they must.
Well, Holy Religios definitely doesn't agree with that statement or sentiment.
there are arguments to be made about unity under the same front, but I also can understand and empathize with wanting to be independent and wanting to do what is best for you, because under unity doesn't always mean equality.
And trust needs to be earned, and
Yes.
currently I think most countries have to work quite a bit harder toward that.
Yes, that is what we have come to realize, and we wish not to be under the, well, pressuring beliefs of a phantom religion that doesn't really prove much.
Yes,
Would you say that Colis is working towards a separation of power in place and faith?
Well, it's already taken place. We have made any major announcement towards the Holy Religions. We aren't trying to get their attention. We've just decided to stop listening to the rules, and we have now been doing our own thing. And if they meet us
That
with
is-
force, we shall retaliate with equal force.
The reason I asked this question is because we've heard reports of a newer religion that is starting to rise here. So I was just wondering if you, and I'm saying you, I'm not meaning you personally, but more like the powers in place, if you were going to transition towards this new religion, or if you would prefer to keep the state separate from this new found or newly upcoming fate that is emerging.
Well, it's the, presumably you're talking about the Forged Fire Doctrine.
Yes.
Well, I myself am really one of the religious folks, but I can recognize when and how faith can help common folk. Giving people something to believe in is a very powerful force.
Yes.
And, well, it seems like they have proven themselves to the throne, one way or the other, and they have managed to go against the king. That's their faith supplies benefits to the kingdom. And so they have been granted permission. Not only that, it seems like the throne is very enthusiastic about their own religion now being placed inside of our own borders. Well, their success mainly came from the bottom war, and so they have gotten approval by most people, and so churches and chapels and temples have been now built in, I'm pretty sure, almost every city and village there is in Colus.
it was quite impressive. Yes, do you know where... I was told there were papers found that kind of prove the All-Creator. Do you know where they came from, or where they store them? Maybe where you can learn more?
Unfortunately not. It's neither my interest nor do I think am I in the holy privileges to be allowed this sort of knowledge.
I guess that makes sense. Probably somewhere in the capital is my guess.
Either that or one of the high priests in the temple.
Isaro's gonna try to get a bit of a read on him, like now that we've actually like pushed a couple fingers and a few things that are supposed to be like, yeah, like, you know, we're starting to dabble on uncertain territory, so she's gonna try to see like if it seems like he's closing off or still, yeah, get a read on the situation.
Yeah, making it a check.
Yep. It
Good
was
roll.
almost a nat 20. It was on there for a second and it moved.
I've never seen these numbers before.
Listen, you do that with smart, and I don't.
Yeah, he just seems to be, very forthright, very doesn't seem to be hiding anything, stuff like that. He's obviously isn't saying anything offensive. Probably has, strong opinions about Collis' position in, as a national power and stuff like that. But seems to be quite forthright. Don't get any strange vibes from him. He seems to be, guy with very high political power and has gotten it through years and years of talking.
She's gonna. She's like trying to think and doing this. Like that's not just Skit thinking. That's also Isarel being like, Mrs. Moradon, I'm just thinking now. Maybe you would know them from Corvalli. They were very close to my father. Duke Kronberg and his wife. Perhaps you know of them?
Oh, yes. I mean, obviously I know the Duke members. I myself didn't have much personally to do with them. Like I said, I was born into the, my parents tried to force me into the diplomatic kinds of things. But I was more interested in, how should we say it, making a profit. I was eager on that, and that's how I met Mr. Moradon. She kind of winks over to him, and he kind of just smiles back. And yes, I kind of left the political circles quite early and had an excuse to have a foreign semester, but then just stayed in college when I did that.
That sounds quite similar to what I did. My father wanted me to obviously follow in his tracks, being a single child, and he sent me to Delit Solis to study.
Ah, yes.
And I may have swindled my way into studying other things than diplomacy, and might have spent a few, more like a century, in the woods with a druid mentor.
Well, I didn't do that. I spent a century, well, 2 now, with in Heuser Road. But I find it quite funny that we have similar stories. Yes, it was also my father who egregiously tried to push me into the political circles. And, well, he might not admit that he's proud. I'm pretty sure I'm more successful than he thought I could ever be. So.
My father being formerly from the military, I'm quite sure seeing what I've done for myself is definitely very proud of me. I've had the chance to confirm it recently, thankfully.
Ah, that's nice. Well, unfortunately, my father passed away before he could truly see the harvest of my achievements. But I'm glad to hear that your father has seen that. And truly, what you as a group have accomplished is more than impressive. I mean, being a mercenary group, having their name known internationally is not an easy deed done.
Yeah, indeed.
A lot of work, that is for sure.
Dangerous work. Well,
Very, very dangerous. More dangerous than we would ever have imagined.
The world is a dangerous place. Well, if you would excuse us, we still have a couple of other conversations and meetings we must attend to. But it was a very nice talk, and being able to meet you personally.
It was an honor to
course.
discuss with you.
And he just kind of nods and just turns away and then goes to the next group. And that seems to be just the thing they do. And as it kind of goes away, Irik, you see a guard that has kind of just arrived at the entrance, who's been kind of just awkwardly standing there and waiting for this conversation to end. And he steps forward and comes to you and says,
You are requested outside. Fate with us.
Well,
If we must.
off we go then.
Very well. Follow me.
and he kind of turns on, and he seems to be like, he's been working as a guard for max of 3 months, and that's the first job he's gotten independently, and he's kind of just leads you outside of the crammy room of nobility as you step outside into the biting cold air again.
The very second Isarel goes out of that room, her shoulders go,
Yep.
Nobles, icky.
Most of them.
It's okay.
He leads you. He doesn't really talk to you. He's just kind of just walking and hoping that you're following him. Just back outside of the castle again, and then just kind of.
Are there any orbs following us?
Make a perception check. $28.
Oh.
No, you're pretty sure there aren't any invisible orbs to be seen there.
Good.
Yeah, you arrive at the front of the castle. You see a couple of other guards who were kind of looking you leave, but seeing that you're accompanied by another guard, they just kind of don't mind you and just turn their gaze elsewhere. And as you arrive there, it just kind of does like a kind of like a salute, and it says, "All right."
Well,
Are we at the fancy building mansion now?
No, we just brought you to the exit of the castle.
Oh, to the exit. Okay. So he's leaving us to our own devices.
You get a very good idea that he also has no idea. He was just told to take you out.
Yep, thank you. Oh, do we have to be let in later? That is a great question. We don't know
well,
how long it's gonna take.
we just need to say that we want to speak with
Tell you what, you were given another job, right?
No.
Okay, stay within about 100 feet of the entrance in case we need an escort back inside. If you don't see us within an hour, then you are dismissed.
This entrance?
yes.
Yep.
So I shall wait for you at the castle entrance.
Great. Summer comfortable's fine.
All right. Yeah. I can do that. I can wait. Yeah. No problem.
Great. Yeah, I'm not gonna tip him. I turn and walk to start walking to the guy's mansion that we were shown. Or state.
All right. You can slightly hear him like curse under his breath. He's like, "God damn it! What did I do wrong?" Was I not polite enough? And he kind of stands
Oh, man.
Oh,
at the gate. Yeah, and you walk over. You were told, and obviously the mansions here are quite big and lavish and stuff like that.
mhm.
And you can see in the distance already that it's like a villa, and then they have a large, how should we call it? Not court, but just a large area of open space of gardens where like statues are there, small wells and other things, wells that are frozen, and even frozen statues that have been carved out of ice are kind of just sitting here. And you do very clearly notice that usually there's like a patrol of a couple of guards around many of these estates. And the only one where there doesn't seem to be any sort of, security
Get want guards.
is within the estate you're currently walking towards. Yeah, and there's like, quite a bit of distance between each estate. So, it's like when you go to, I don't know, Beverly Hills or something like that, and they each have their like separate area. And the closest one is like, several hundred feet away before their estate ground starts. And you can see a porchway leads towards this very large 3-story building. Lots of stained glass windows on the outside, but most of them are covered with frost. And many of the what's it called again? Curtains have been drawn, so you can't really look inside. And after lights are on, and yeah, seems to be made out of very white marble stone, with a mixture of granite. But from the front, it's just this, very typical big villa that you're seeing with a large door, a double door that is made out of a deep oak wood that's just kind of sitting in front of you guys. And you walk up to the porchway, so I'm saying you haven't entered the estate officially yet, but you can see this one clear way made out of cobblestone that's been somewhat cleared of the snow that leads towards his estate.
Okay, game faces. Let's assume we're walking into someone powerful enough to scry. And powerful enough to, I don't know, manipulate and change someone as powerful as the king. I guess front door. Or how many stories is this? Is it like 2, 3, 4, 5? 100?
It seems to be 3 stories high, like many of the other manors. But you can see that the base one is the largest, and then kind of gets smaller. So you get a feeling that's probably
Right.
either servant rooms, or maybe just like a personalized library or stuff like that. Other chambers.
If he has secrets, it would probably be in a basement. So do we go through the front door, window, look for a back door?
Probably best to just maybe do a circumvent of the building first.
Well, I'm worried about traps if we go anywhere off the obvious path.
Are we, like, where we're standing right now, is it easy to see us?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
out in the open right now.
Like the front gate, essentially, right?
It's not even a gate, so the perimeter of where you
Okay.
are is just open.
We need to move quickly here.
Hi, giant glamour.
Well,
Yeah.
how about we head
okay.
toward the front door first? I can look for magic. Iriki can look for invisible, and then Israel traps. Does that cover everything?
Effectively, yeah, the stuff that we can control.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll just wave my hand and cast Detect Magic, and my glasses will glow for 10 minutes.
All right.
I'll activate a second charge of see invisibility because we're probably
Yeah.
towards the end of an hour.
Definitely.
How far would you say we are from the front door right now?
Or like 100 feet.
Okay, so I'll.
I don't think there's traps on this path, so we could probably walk up to like 10 feet away from the front door, and then you can start looking around.
I mean, I can already start looking around.
Oh,
It's 120 feet. So yeah, I'll cast Find Traps, and it's the first time Isarel is actually casting this magic. So she's basically going to take her hands, rub them together, and kind of wave them in front of her eyes. And there's like these fake-ish glasses or something that kind of appear, and it's like she's doing this to kind of see better
Yeah.
what's like. She's adding a layer of vision on herself to see if there are traps.
All right. Let me. Does it tell you where they are? Because I know some of the spells are like a little bit weird.
Okay.
Phrased.
You sense any trap within the range that is within line of sight. A trap for the purpose of the spell includes any object or mechanism that was created to cause damage or other danger. Thus,
Line of
the spell
sight.
would sense the alarm or glyph of warding spell or a mechanical pit trap, but it wouldn't reveal a natural weakness in the floor, an unstable ceiling, or a hidden sinkhole. This spell reveals that a trap is present, but not its location. You do learn the general nature of the danger posed by a trap you sense.
All right. Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Because you basically get a vibe check of the place.
Yeah, basically is what I get.
Yeah, you do get a vibe check that one trap is present within your vicinity. And it seems to be of the nature of subduing. It can subdue somebody. And magical as well. It's magical in nature.
Okay. Alright, so there is a magical trap. And we have to be careful because it could affect us. Like it could somewhat control us or block us or something. I don't know how to explain it. It's not an alarm spell. It's not
it's not another fireball that will drop
Yeah.
on us.
exactly.
Wonderful.
And it's not a floor that is going to open under us either, is what I'm trying to say.
That is wonderful as well. Okay. Well, we have to move forward. So I'll start going, and I'll stop. I'll go until I can get 10 feet away from the door.
All right. Yeah. You walk there, no problems. It's late in the evening, so not many people around here. And through the cover of darkness, because there are no lights actively lit around the area, you are pretty much
I'm not going to light up.
unseen.
It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Fairly
No,
daylight
don't.
spell at the mansion.
Yeah.
We're
Can't
here.
see.
Fate weavers.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with detect magic, then I'm gonna look at the door and the windows from where I am. I can look about 30 feet away for any magics.
Yes. Very clear magic on the door, specifically the door knob. And so it's a stair that leads up, and then there's a somewhat like a not portiere, but sometimes the doors are like a little bit inset in the building, and then there's like a small room basically. Yeah, and there seems to be also some faint magical energy ruminating on the floor itself. And
How it's like connecting to the door, up to the door.
they seem to be. I would say not as it's not like a line that's connecting them or anything like that. It just
Oh,
seems
okay.
there's like a general nature of magic placed on the door knob, and on the floor.
Okay.
And the school of magic is, let me see.
I'm gonna guess abjuration or enchantment. One of those two.
Probably both, yeah. 170 enchantment. You get a multitude of. Yeah, that was definitely abjuration. Yeah, abjuration and enchantment both. The wizard. Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to go through the front door, it's going to take resources and time. Nobody go near it, please. Or touch anything there.
Don't forget, you guys have the key of the building. I'm just reminding you. Whether or not you wish to use it.
Oh, actually, here, let me just turn it off here. What do you guys want to do? I can dispel it all, or I can create a barrier so it just doesn't do anything. To me.
Oh, hold on.
Which doesn't help you too.
Glamour is requesting snuggles.
Oh. Could call Glamour and make him walk up and touch the doorknob.
There
There's
he is.
the option of trying to trigger the trap.
Well,
Well, we
my
don't know
worry
if
is
it
what
is
if
a
it's
trap.
a sensor or an alarm, or it, we want to go in and out without being detected, right?
The thing is, we don't know
Yes.
if it's the trap or if it's just made to make people aware that there is someone at the door.
Well, one of them affects, I'm guessing, who touches the doorknob. I don't know what the other one does. It may just hold a person there. Either way, it would be bad if we triggered them.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get through this sneakily. I'm gonna be real here.
Okay, I know. Devil's advocate, literally. What if this person's innocent, and we are breaking into their house, and we find out they're just a person, they're being manipulated, they didn't know, and it's just a person's house?
You don't have to convince me. I am quite certain that this is the case.
See, we don't know yet. I mean, they have magic at their front door, but I have magic at my front door.
Let's just go knock.
We're the worst thieves in D&D. Literally the worst.
Ding dong ditch. Let's go knock and run.
Okay, I could just disarm the traps. I have one spell that can probably deal with all three.
We'll probably be better off inside, and we can handle stuff inside, than standing out here waiting for someone to see us.
Yes.
Trying to break into a house.
Do you all want to just stand back then, and I'll go inside to take care of the traps? I am quite certain I can protect myself from whatever they do.
Sure.
Glamour just yawns.
Yeah, I'm making him yawn on purpose.
Oh. Okay, well,
All
okay, I
right,
guess I'll
then.
say I have
All
the
right,
key then.
okay.
And I'm
I'll
gonna take...
walk
you guys
back
step
a
back.
little bit.
Step back, yeah.
How far do you want us?
35 feet.
Well, there goes Eirik.
It is
He's
35
gone.
feet.
Actually, make it... What's the medallion? If we have to do a saving... 30 feet. Just in case.
Okay.
Okay. So for the first time, I take my staff.
Oh! Oh.
And I will use 6 charges, focusing in on it, and cast Globe of Invulnerability around myself. So as I do, I'm sure there's like runes just appearing out of the staff, like it's a network appearing around me. And a dome appears that is, how big is that? How do I cast aside? 6 charges. Goodbye. Wonderful. Protected from spells from 5th level or lower. Yeah, and I'll just, I guess, walk up to the door and try to open it with the key.
Okay. Now, just to be sure, it's an immobile, shimmering barrier that appears in a 10-foot emanation around you. So, would you have... Does it go...
Oh, I guess, oh boy.
Yeah, does it go
That's a
through
good
physical
question.
objects? Well, I don't know if you can do it so that something else is inside of it, because I think... Because it's a fixed...
Concentration.
Any spell...
Wait, so I can't walk with it?
Yeah, no, you can't. It's an immobile. I mean, that's the literal first 2 words.
Concentration emanating all around me. Oh boy, hang on, let me emanating around me. Oh boy, yeah, I haven't used a spell for it. So that means I have to stand in one spot for the minute I'm concentrating on it?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. How confident is Fiera? She's pretty confident. I will then walk up to the door and then cast the spell.
Okay. Also, a reminder from the wording that's very specific here. I will say, since it doesn't prevent any physical objects from going through the thing, because you can just step inside. Very specifically, any spell of 5th or lower cast from outside the barriers. So if you're including the knob inside of the barrier,
oh boy,
and you activate
okay,
it,
it's getting complicated.
yeah.
I have Mage Hand. That might just fix everything here.
Mage Hand is magical.
Yeah.
I have Mage Hand.
I know. Maybe we just Mage Hand open the door with the key.
Either use
That
a
might
6th level spell or just mage hand it. Oh, 5th level spell. No, it is a 6th level spell. Yeah, okay.
It is. Okay. If Mage Hand goes there, this key is set for this estate. But it's designed so... Why would there be 3 traps? So you don't try to pick it? Oh my god, we can't just stand out here all day. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just deal with what we're not thieves, we suck at that. Yeah, let's just Mage Hand and take the key to the door, and I will try to turn it to unlock it.
How far away are you
See what
standing?
happens. I have to be 30 feet away to use Mage Hand.
So are you standing 30 feet away?
Yes.
Alright. Take the key, floats over
And
there.
I'll have them 10 feet behind me.
Alright, okay. And yeah, there's a key lock under the doorknob. And as soon as it turns, Mage Hand isn't concentration, right?
I don't think I concentrate on
No,
it.
I don't think so.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
no. Yeah,
No.
so you're just making sure that your detect magic is still active. And
Oh,
ISRLs, obviously your detect traps. As soon as it
Yeah,
clicks,
I do want to see if these trigger or not.
yeah, as soon as it clicks, the magic instantly disappears.
Do I still
Okay,
feel
so
the
the other-
trap?
Nope, no drop any.
Okay, so
Well,
The
you
they
doorknob
know
was
we're
trapped.
here,
you
or
you will feel like the trap is still there. It's just deactivated. So I don't know how that
Yeah.
works with the spell. You
Yeah.
know, it's not armed.
Okay,
but
so
but
the
I
doorknob
see
was
something
trapped.
changing.
Yeah, you
The
can
doorknob was trapped.
you can
Okay.
see the
Okay.
magical effects on the door, on the doorknob, and on the floor just disappear. The effects have been like kind of.
Okay, let's go, let's go. We're going.
Okay, you all three kind of rush towards the mage hand. You grab the doorknob, nothing happens, and you just open
Take the
Okay,
key.
and
Take
I
the
take the
key.
key.
and
Yep, I
take
have the key.
key and
Yeah.
open.
And then we open the door.
And yeah, you see a large foyer in front of you. There's a big statue that is there of like a kind of dwarven man that's just holding his hammer up high and an anvil in front of him where he seems to be like forging a blade. And you can see a flight of stairs immediately in front of you that kind of curl upwards. The building seems to be longer, so quite wide but not very deep, and seems to be, you can see basically the foyer leads into a either a right wing or a left wing section of the mansion itself, while on the other side you can see
You like draw this or something. Jesus.
also big. Yeah, actually, I can just do it. I just realized. I keep forgetting that I can just do that. So, like I said, the entire building structure seems to be somewhat of this shape. The entryway was kind of like this.
Okay, can you like do it in the water or the snow? So there's not
Okay.
100 buildings in there.
Like up here somewhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot I have this big empty space.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
There we go. Yeah, so that's the doorway. Like I said, it kind of goes inside of the building already. And it seems to be like this is a big foyer. And then there's a ceiling above you where there is this flight of stairs leading upwards. Kind of curling up like this. So you enter from this way, and then you would curl up. Large stain windows on the other side that seems to be going towards the garden. And then there are doors on the left and right side that seem to be going to the left and right wing of the building. And like I said, he's like a big statue in the center. And then a bunch of just, you know, shelves
Decoration.
and decoration here and there with the stained windows also seem to be more like big stained door windows, if you know what I mean, like those doors that you can also open. So it seems to be direct access to the garden. To the back, where you can see a small fountain that is running somehow, and you can see a little bit of steam coming out of it, so it's probably heated water. Yeah, and there don't seem to be any chairs or anything, just bookshelves with a couple of vases on them, decor, and several paintings of landscapes, and also one big painting of Dolwyn himself, just kind of
course.
majestically posing in front of a fireplace.
Okay.
Should we
One floor at a
relock
time.
that door? If we can it relock from inside?
On the way out or right now?
Or right
I
now, in case.
assume you closed the door when you went inside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I guess we would have ran inside, pulled it behind us.
yeah, and as you close it, the magic instantly reactivates.
Oh,
But okay. I guess I'll make sure it's locked. Is there like a lock on the inside that's like locked this way?
No, doesn't seem so.
Oh, it magically locks maybe.
arcane lock.
Interesting. Okay, not gonna touch that. Yeah, something similar. Okay, we need to scour this floor. We look for what doesn't want to be found. Hidden entrance, something behind a bookcase. You know, whatever's in the mystery novels that you've read. If you guys have read them all.
All right. So just to make this not a room by room by room by thing, but because you would
We
really,
check the first painting. Okay,
Yeah.
we check the second painting.
Yeah.
you can make
That panel of wall.
Yeah.
you
Get
can
this square foot.
yeah. You can let me know how much time you're spending. First of all,
Oh.
how you're approaching this. Are you like trying to be quiet? Are you listing out if there is anyone else here? And that will determine
Oh.
DC.
Does this guy have a
things.
butler?
Who knows? So yeah. So you can tell me like how you approach this, and then from there you can
Quiet's out the window, so.
skill check. And you can let me know like if you wish to use a particular skill. You can also like try and justify that if you want to use investigation, of course, or if perception.
Alright. I guess if somebody wants to find out if we're alone first, that's probably the biggest. Uh-oh.
Okay, well, why don't we take maybe like 2 minutes and just stand here in silence and listen?
Yep.
Just see if anything else sounds like it's moving. Anything.
Let's just do some recon first.
Okay. How about 1 minute?
So, hold on. I'm going to, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to make my hands glow, put my hands on my friend's shoulder, and I'm going to create the bond between us that gives us a D4
All right.
added.
That lasts for
So it
10
lasts
minutes.
for 10 minutes.
Nice.
Because we do want to take the time to listen and all that, so I do want to make sure that, you know, we have a bit of a boost.
All right.
And, yeah. I'll help Eirik listen and try to...
Yeah.
So I'm going to give the help action to Eirik.
Yeah. You can make a perception check then with advantage since you're specifically looking or hearing. And you can add a d4 to that. Is it ability checks? Or is it just
Oh,
attack rolls?
God.
It is on everything. Attack rolls, ability check, and saving throws.
Nice. The better bless. Jesus Christ, 28.
Yes.
Yeah, you all just first stay quiet and just want to listen. And indeed you do hear something. Just from the left wing of the building. You hear a little bit of very slow shuffling. Like very light footsteps. And you even hear it approach the door that leads into the foyer
Jesus,
that you
okay.
currently are.
You need to not be seen. Who can knock out somebody really quick without being seen?
Jesus.
That'll remove. Wait. I don't have sleep.
Do I have anything good?
Disintegrate.
Oh my god. This is so.
Oh god, I think I packed.
Do I have anything? I mean, I can charm someone if we need to.
For how long? Well, then they still know we're here, right?
It lasts for an hour.
Anything we do is just gonna be game on. We're not sneaky.
I'm gonna look
we could
around
try to
us.
hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around us to try to find if there is anywhere we can, like, maybe find a nook or like a darkened
We could go to the
corner
right
that we
and-
can kind of hide.
Yeah, so you could hide in between some of the bookshelves. Yeah, like there are many bookshelves here. You could run up the stairs. You could hide behind the statue. It is a rather big statue, or obviously going to the other side of the room. You have to make your decision in 10, 9,
Right wing. Let's all go.
8,
I'm gonna
Okay.
bring everybody that
7,
way.
Through the door?
6,
Through the door
5,
to the right. Yes.
4,
Okay. Through the door.
Okay,
Okay.
you all go
Through the
there.
door.
So you rush.
Kick them.
Oh yeah, you can take glamour, and then you open the door, close it behind you, and as soon as you close it, you hear as the other door opens up, and the shuffling is a little bit louder, as you can just hear someone entered the foyer. And then as you're all just kind of, bracing yourselves, you can see now in the room that you are, as you're like quickly scanning it, don't seem to be any other individuals here. Seems to be more like a living area. I should continue painting. With red, there seems to be this. Big seems to be, here's a couch, here's a couch, here's a couch, here's a fireplace. Bookshelves, another door, and then once again large window doors that lead outside. And here's another door that is there, and a table right here, like just a very comfortable, living area. And on the it's not just bookshelves or normal shelves that have like a collection of alcohols and other things. And once again, there's another painting above the fireplace of him standing in front of a fireplace that looks very similar to the fireplace you see underneath it.
Christ.
Oh my gosh.
But with your perception check, a very high perception check, Eric, you hear that the footsteps start to go towards the staircase, and you can hear it going upstairs.
Yeah, I'm just like,
And they vanish. After
okay,
they
we gotta go
upstairs.
quick here. We gotta go quick.
Okay. Alright. I'm going to help out Fiera here with the magic detecting and use one of my 10,000 ways to cast detect magic.
Alright, that will break your trap finding thingy.
It does, yes. Because
Alright.
it is, no, find traps is not concentration.
Oh,
Nice.
thank God. I was about to say, you should probably keep that up.
Is that instantaneous then? Or is that also...
It is instantaneous.
Oh, okay. So you don't
Yes.
still have to send, so it's
Do you
like...
want to do it again while we're inside? Oh, you have to be able to see them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's within line of sight.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
like per room basis.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I'm
let's-
going to, I'm gonna help you with the detect magic. This way, if we have more than one source of magic, we can investigate quicker.
Alright.
Okay. Well, while we have the time, we have to check out this room, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna start investigating just for things that are hidden under things, in between switches, a way to get into a secret room.
Okay, then,
And-
like I
Yeah, I
said,
guess how long?
we are not going to do this room by room, otherwise you'll take thing forever. But
Right.
now you wish not to be seen, so there's just a general stealth check that you
Oh.
all have to make.
Oh God.
In case you do encounter anyone that is here.
Okay.
I'm going to shake my staff of woodlands
That's...
and cast pass without trace
Alright, okay.
Oh, there we go.
and put an air of like we're not
Oh,
there
that's
around us.
the gods.
So plus 10 to all of our
Stealth checks.
stealth check.
That... Is
Oh,
that...
and a D4.
Okay,
Yes,
but...
and the D4.
Alright, but that takes away your detect magic. Well, we can say...
I prefer that. No, I prefer that.
Yeah.
I prefer pass without trace rather than that. That's what I'm gonna say.
Alright, yeah.
Nice. I
That's-
got to 30.
Okay, we said stealth.
That's fancy.
And I got a 26.
Ooh.
Got a... Well, it's plus 10, so 22.
D4.
23.
26.
Ooh.
I mean, the lowest is 23. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Unless you have trained assassins targeted around you, you feel pretty
do.
confident.
We do.
That's the problem here.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
start investigating.
Yeah.
We gotta find hidden
Yeah.
passages. Or
all
something.
right, then
Yeah.
yes, you're stealthily walking around as a troop. You can once again tell me how you wish, what you wish to investigate, and tell me which skill you wish to use to help you.
I have a feeling there's a basement or something, so I'm gonna try to find the entrance. Switch if it's under something. Secret staircase. And yeah, investigation. I'll just take my time and look at everything, see what's out of place.
I'm gonna try and use my knowledge as a noble to try and suss out places that things could be hidden. So basically I'd like to use my insight on what being a noble is and how we tend to hide our secrets, or sometimes we even hide them in plain sight, so that it doesn't actually look that suspicious or things like that. So basically I'm gonna suss out basically the because I'm familiar around noble estates and the possible places that could be hidden.
Yeah, which skill do you use? Okay, I guess that's one way to answer me.
Plus 4. Yes, that's what I said. I wanted to use my insight.
Okay. I didn't catch that. All right, 19
Yeah.
there. Eric, anything from
Yes.
you?
Oh boy. They're doing a lot of looking already.
I will say,
Sorry.
if one of you guys is actively paying attention to avoid anyone else in this building, that will significantly reduce the DC of, you encountering someone else that's kind of posing here, because you're taking that extra precaution. Just letting.
It
Yeah,
would be
so-
great if we had a guard.
That's what I was
could
just-
call glamour here against as well.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna say that I'm gonna walk towards the window so I can maybe try to peer outside a little bit at the same time. And I'm going to cast guidance on myself and use perception to look and listen for things. And if they're touching things, I want to try to listen to see if anything like clicks or activates or whatever. So just general
Okay.
perception of everything.
All right, but does your see invisibility require concentration? I'm not sure.
I don't think so, because it's in my spell storing item. See.
Because I don't know if it just allows you to cast it through the object, or if it's like artificers, man. All these special things.
Wow, they're a bit different.
That's why.
Well, the spell itself doesn't say anything about concentration.
Oh,
It does.
it doesn't.
No.
Okay. Let me see. Where is it?
1 hour, no concentration.
Oh,
See invisibility.
well.
Yeah, it's not concentration.
nice.
That
Well
is
then,
cool.
yeah, then no problem. Then you can cast guidance, because guidance is concentration.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Then that's
Plus
it.
4,
So-
plus 4.
Yeah,
Plus
that-
D4,
Yeah,
plus
plus-
D4.
Stacking those plus fours.
Perception.
We're learning a little bit. Sometimes.
Learning the game after 3 years.
Oops.
Nice. 24. Very well. All right. So, as you guys have entered the house, you're obviously not hearing the cold biting wind anymore, so I will take that away. And instead, there is just the silence of your footsteps walking around that is kind of making most of the noise, and obviously your equipment is also quite loud. And as you're making your way through here, Eric, obviously, you're looking outside the garden. The garden seems to be completely empty, other than, the fountain, a little bit of decor. There is like a hedge that it does kind of line out or outline what portion, belongs to his estate. So unlike the front portion, which, didn't have any markings other than, the cobblestone that was laid there, there seems to be a dedicated section here, but it's completely barren. A couple of statues here and there, and the best vibe you all are getting as you are, spending some more time here and looking at some investigating stuff. There is definitely something strange, because usually when people live in a space, it has a certain, feeling that, that matches the persona of the people, like specific decorations. Maybe they're more the type, like a plant person, or maybe they really like wood and stuff or something like this. And here the only thing that seems to be like personal are the paintings. Most of the books you look through almost seem like, placeholder books that he definitely didn't read, because there's like no coherent collection of books. It's just like, you bought a bunch of books, put them on a shelf so people think you're smart. That kind of vibe is what you get. And it's like a pre-furnished IKEA place that you're walking through. This is like, if you would want to sell this house to someone, this is how you would furnish it. So not much personality per se other than these paintings here. So that's the first thing you can catch now that you're looking through multiple rooms. The other thing, Eric, as you're, keeping specific attention on anyone walking around here, you do hear occasionally fainter footsteps coming from upstairs, but they're very faint. Whoever's walking here isn't, it's not rushing. It's not, aware that someone's here or panicking. They're just kind of like, almost like slouching around, it sounds like. It's not full footsteps. You can hear it's kind of, they're a kind of person that just drags their feet. You do hear, while you're investigating, at some point, they return back downstairs and escape back into the left wing portion of the mansion. But still, after that happens, you still occasionally hear a little bit of shuffling come from upstairs. So it's not just one individual in this mansion that you are aware of. But after that,
Some bad vibes.
So after this individual returned back to wherever they came from for like the next 50 minutes or so, as you're investigating thoroughly the right wing, there's no further shift or movement coming from that individual, and you seem to be left alone here in the right wing. And one magic you find very easily is in the fireplace, which is it can just light itself up and just create perpetual fire. Magical fire, nothing special, nothing grand. And you are surprised to find how little things of interest are in most of the rooms, until you do eventually find in the furthest right corner of this mansion seems to be his office. And there's a window that looks outside that you can see. And you can see this has a big polar bear rug, comedically so, just laid on the floor. Once again, doesn't match anything you've seen up until now. It just seems like IKEA furniture has been put here. There's a big desk on the other side. There's some paper documents and other things lying on there, pens and papers and stuff like that. Another painting of him standing in front of a different fireplace that is hanging on the wall. And it's now almost a little bit creepy that he's just placed in front of fireplaces all the time. And the books here are now have like more documentation and notes and seem to pertain to his job title. So you can see trading lists, guild names, trade goods, imports, exports, states, and all that stuff. You can also see that he has a also the big window at the back of his office that looks out towards the garden, but however no door, so you can't enter the garden from his office. You can just see, but a very big window you can see there. But he has very tall and long draping curtains that are what's it called? Material that doesn't let through light, and they are also currently drawn. So there's no view currently, but you can open them obviously. And they are also from the outside have a very strong blue color, but from the inside they're completely red. You also see that on his desk he has a carved marble statue of his own face. You can see the beard that is there, and then just him there with like a very weird, quirky smile. And as you are, rummaging through, the desk, to try and find either a hidden button or stuff like that, you do see one of the shelves on one of the compartments of his desk seems to be locked. There doesn't seem to be any magic there, but it does seem to be locked.
Well, it's easy enough. If there's no magic, I'll just twiddle the fingers and cast knock. Oh, that's loud. Nope, I'm smart. I don't do that. You're smart.
I was just about to say, sure.
I go like halfway through the spell, maybe 3/4, and I'm like, right. Eirik, can you twiddle your...
Yep.
Okay.
Hang on. Do I actually have thieves' tools on me?
I think so.
Closed my character sheet for some reason.
Yes, I do. I have thieves' tools.
Yeah.
I don't know how it would help you, so I will just watch.
Cool. Great. I'll cast guidance on myself again.
Very nice.
And I'll go and use... I get sleight of hand with the tools?
Yeah, you're proficient with it.
Oh, actually, hang on.
I'm guessing it's been more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's been around 15 minutes at the moment, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
So
we got some rules.
I have an artificer thing somewhere, I think. It's not it. No. Okay, yeah, it's just the tool expertise. Proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make with that uses your proficiency with a tool.
Oh yeah! Holy shit! Yes,
Cool,
then that's
cool.
that's 11. I think you get. Oh no! You even get a plus 12. Holy shit!
Jeez.
My proficiency is plus 5.
Exactly. So that would be plus 10, and you have 2 decks, so it's plus 12.
Oh, yeah, okay. So sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Plus the d4.
So 25.
Yeah, 25. Holy shit. 26.
26.
And another. Oh yeah, the blessing thing is.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Blessing thing is gone.
Yeah, but easily enough. This doesn't seem to be in too. It's a pretty good lock, and someone with skill would need to do it. But for you, no problem. You probably also know like the type of lock currently is being used, and you're like, oh, okay, it's got 4 tumblers, but one of them is on the bottom and 3 of them are on the top, and so you just shimmy your way there, and then after like a good 20 seconds, you open up the compartment, and inside you see various notes and letters that seem to just hold postal information of probably clients and stuff like that, and you can see like trade goods coming from Xehanort and stuff like that, and as you kind of rummaging through, you find a chest around this big.
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
And
can you grab that? Yeah.
as you take it, you can hear the clattering of presumably coins inside of it.
Maybe just pocket that way for later. We'll return it if he's a good guy, and keep it if he's a bad guy.
Is it locked?
No.
Or can we just... Okay, I'm just going to open it and see what's inside of it. If there's like anything.
Why would it? It shouldn't be a trap. It might be a trap.
You open it up, And doesn't seem to be any trap or nothing. There seems to be like a quick access store, gold storage place for probably just this, quick funds that yes. And there are 500 platinum inside of there.
Whoa!
Ah, it feels so good.
Check her false bottom. False bottom.
Yeah.
False bottom.
I'm gonna try to see if there's like, I'm just gonna try to ignore the fact that there's a lot of money there. And
It's like
I'm
when your
going
grandma
to...
gives you money in a Christmas card. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a nice message, Granny.
Under the
and-
chest, you mean?
Yeah, if there's a false bottom on the chest, if there seems to be like a hidden compartment or something
Yeah.
inside the chest itself.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check.
Okay.
I will help.
I'm gonna give her help on that because
Okay, that will help.
We're both helping.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
check there, and there, and there. Give me a steam.
Whee!
Wow, 20. Yeah, no. There's no way. You just realize from the dimensions, 500 platinum is stacked to the brim. Whatever hidden compartment, there's no space to install it.
Okay, let's make a holding that, and then, like I said, if he's a good guy, we should return it. I'm just. But.
yeah. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
In
Okay, so we have a couple key things, right?
the bag of
Portraits are
holding.
weird. Yep. Portraits, I
now.
could probably look for arcane thingies or for infernal thingies. And then I do think we need to get eyes on whoever's in here and just confirm who or what they are.
Of course.
I can take
If one
care
of you
that.
two. Okay.
I can take care of that. Yes.
And then I can look at the portraits and then. Yeah, I guess I don't know what else.
You will see Iserel go like this. I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna do it. Floop, and I turn into a little rat.
Okay. So I know that Matt doesn't like rats, alright?
No. Okay. And yeah, I'll just take my time and look at portraits for any arcane or infernal shenanigans.
Oh,
And you hear in a very squeaky voice, "I shall be right back."
Oh Jesus.
Oh, yeah, that's worse.
That's just ratatouille. What are you talking about?
Ugh. Oh God. Yeah, rats touching your food. No.
Oh wow, we found Matt's worst nightmare movie. It's
No.
Ratatouille.
No rats.
If we didn't have a cat, we probably would have a pet rat.
Well, there's my rat.
Okay, well, you first have to make an investigation check. Arcana is when you found something
Oh.
magical.
Okay.
To see
Okay.
is anything like what the magic pertains. So if you don't have anything magical, yeah. You can make a, I guess, perception check, as well. And anything you're doing, Eric?
Oh shit.
Are you looking through
Okay,
the room as well?
investigation. You said perception.
Yeah,
Investigation?
no perception, because you're trying to see the servants, and also a stealth check.
Okay.
I'll chrono shift that one.
All right.
Try to buy more time.
Nice.
A little bit better.
28.
Okay. Stealth. It uses the same as me.
I think. Don't you use the dex of the stealth skill of the rat? Or if you're proficient, you had proficient. Oh God.
Hold on. Oh, it's gonna be
How's it?
dex. It's gonna be straight dex. Right here. Okay, but I still have pass without trace on me. And I'm leaving you guys without it. So I'm gonna have to roll twice for this. So that's the first one.
Rat has 0 dex? Wow.
Yep, and that's the second one. So that's a 24. So that's my stealth.
Oh, why do you have
And
advantage?
then... Yeah, because I gave... Oh no. Why do I have advantage? I don't have advantage. Forget that. So
Ew.
it's the first one, so it would be an 18.
Yeah, it's an 18. Yeah,
Sorry about that. I am
it's okay.
I
mean,
am
18
out
still
of
very
there.
high.
Yeah, 18. And then perception, you said. Boop.
And 13.
That's poop.
It's alright.
Okay.
Yeah, Arik, anything from your side?
She's looking at the paintings.
Very thoroughly.
What is there I can do? Da 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 da.
We still haven't found another passage. We haven't checked upstairs.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't checked the other half of the building. There's
I mean, you could
Yeah.
technically also, because this global investigation check was to find any room that has something interesting inside of it, and all other rooms, like I said, that you went through most of basically everything of the right wing, and everything seems to look like like I said, IKEA furniture store. His office was the only place where this broke the pattern, and there were actually different things. So yeah, can investigate gladly any specific things in his office, the weird polar bear rack he has, or his personal things. It's up to you. Or you can attempt to go to the left wing, what ISO is currently doing.
Try to keep them away from us. Burn down the house.
Oh God.
Because there's a rat inside of here now.
That's fine.
There's so many things I could do.
Leave a gift because there's Santa Claus.
Jeez. You know what? Yeah, I'll start walking around the office, and I'm going to, as I'm stepping on like floorboards, see if there's anything that like springs back a little bit, or for trapdoors or secondary doors or whatever.
Hell yeah.
A loose floorboard with some secret
Exactly.
compartment.
All right. Yeah. So, we'll start off with Isorel as you exit the building as Rat. And you'll make your way back to the foyer. And you mingle there for a while, but you don't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be any activity coming either from the foyer or anything within perceivable range of you. And so you kind of... Would you start migrating somewhere else in an attempt to find these individuals?
I would start migrating towards the left side, because I do want to figure out who or what is walking around downstairs to see if it's a threat or not.
All right. Now, there is a problem that is imposing your rat form, which is the door. How do you wish to go through the door?
Okay, is there a way for me to squeeze under the door? Or is it pretty much flush?
It's a very well built house. I don't think they have big gaps underneath the doors to do like the privacy.
I'm just wondering because a field mouse could actually go under my door right now.
That's
So
true.
not a rat.
Yeah,
no,
well, it's a
that's
little
not
bit
a
bigger. You can obviously attempt to, unlock the door handle. That's always a possibility. And there is a door handle that is possible. Or you can either abandon it or go upstairs. Those are kind of the options laying in front of you right now. Or some other crazy shit you want to do. I mean.
Let me think. Let me think. Do I... Yeah, I'm gonna do something even more stupid. And I'm gonna burn another wild shape and turn myself into a spider to walk under the door.
All right. Yes, a spider would definitely fit underneath. All right, so you skedaddle another doorway, and you can see that this section looks quite differently from the fact that it's like pretty unorganized. You can see like clothes lying on the ground. You can see like plates and other things kind of, in a more messy manner. And there seems to be a dining hall that you enter right now. And like I said, the main dining table that seems to be able to seat comfortably 8 people on it. There's a chandelier hanging from the ceiling that is not lit at the moment, which also strikes you as weird that people are not, people seem to be active here, but they aren't, using any of the light sources. And it's a rather more of a long wood room, which I guess I can also continue drawing. And you see 2 doors. One that goes basically up. So it's kind of like this. And in the middle, there's a long table with chairs on the side. And there seems to be doors here. Here. And one door here. And as you walk inside, or you crawl your way inside there, you see a servant. That seems to be like a maid. A very young dwarven girl, probably in her, either 40 sounds old, but they're dwarves, they get pretty old. So
Yeah.
Seems young for a dwarf, so, like 20s human age, that is standing in front of the first door to the right. And she's holding a tablet, and she has like, a somewhat decent dress that is colored blue and red, and has like a typical maid's headgear to prevent hair from falling into food and stuff like that. And she's just holding a tray in her hand, but you can immediately notice her gaze is kind of like just staring into nothingness. It's just kind of like as if she's like bored or daydreaming.
I'm gonna turn around and get back to the office.
All right, and while you return, Fiera and Eirik now starting to investigate the office a little bit more. Fiera, as you're kind of going through the painting, you kind of, you take it off and you look at the frame of it. It's very nice, golden painted frame. Looking for any cracks or things where you can slip something behind. Doesn't seem like that. Look at the wall where it was placed. If there's like a compartment hidden behind it, nothing's there. However, you do see on the backside of the painting, there seems to be like a very slight seam line that seems to be able to be opened, which I presume you open.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
And you pop it open. In fact, you actually have to use like a dagger to kind of like pry it open.
I got a small knife.
Yeah, because it's kind of like carved inside. And as it pops open, you can see 2 letters that have been placed inside of there.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Classic hidden letters.
And
Yeah, that's not what I was expecting.
as you find those, I guess you're kind of walking around, going on the floorboards. They all seem to be rather solid. However, as you kind of, as they're all quite solid, you do notice at one point it becomes a little bit hollow. You can hear a very slight echo coming from it. And then you tap a couple of more times, and it definitely seems there's a subterranean room beneath this one in some way, shape, or form, but it seems rather slim. Maybe not a room, maybe just like a doorway or something. But you don't get the sense that any of the floor has a mechanism that can open it as you're like stumping around. The way of entry has to be somewhere else. Yeah, but you definitely now have confirmed that there is either a basement or something else that is hollow underneath this ground.
Great, cool. Fira, there's probably something open underneath.
As the spider comes running inside of the room.
You
As I
probably
note-
see me.
Oh, as I notice the floor with the hollowness, can I start, like, just walking in like a grid formation, trying to see how big this hollowness seems? Because you said a lot of it is solid.
Yeah.
So what seems to be the shape that it is?
It's really not much. It seems like it fades a bit. So it's more like a line that goes underneath the desk all the way to the bookshelves. And you notice that the hollowness is a lot louder, which means just the proximity of probably the subterranean chamber is closer where the bookcases are, but fades as you go towards the other way. Basically, it fades from right to left. And it's a very slim, maximum 5 feet wide gap, but approximately 20 feet long.
Significant, actually.
Staircase.
Yep.
The spider is gonna walk and start walking up on Eirik.
Ah!
Kill it.
It's me! It's Isarel!
Don't care. Yeah.
Actually, we couldn't, because that spider would have like over 100 health, right?
Oh yeah, it wouldn't die.
Yeah.
Plus 17 AC
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
That'd be horrible.
Yeah, it would be extremely hard to kill me.
Okay, well,
Yeah. It's Isarel!
okay.
I'm going to let him know what I saw. And because I'm very tiny, I'm guessing Fiera doesn't hear me, because
Oh, I
I'm
wouldn't
not.
see you. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, yeah.
You would have seen me going, oh my god!
Yeah. I mean, probably would know that you're there, but not what you're communicating per se.
Yeah. And then I would ask, do you want me to go investigate upstairs, or should I stay with you?
We seem to be safe here. Safe, in theory, in the room, in the office. It's gonna take you a while to get upstairs and not look around and all the way back downstairs here. We could just focus on where we're at here and find a way down into whatever's downstairs.
Okay. I'm gonna walk off, and once I'm on the ground, I'm gonna let go of my wild shape.
Or
To
spack.
come back as me.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, hi,
our efforts
Fiera.
Yep,
our efforts are much better served probably here rather than risking exploring further, and we don't even know what's downstairs, so it could be even more. I don't know. Anyway, we're here, we know something's there, so let's.
Did you find something, Fiera?
Yeah, I'm gonna open up and look at those letters.
Alright, it's 2 letters.
Are there any marks on the outside?
No, one is just kind of titled a closing deal, and the other one's been titled Next Delivery Complete. Which one do you want to open first?
Next delivery complete.
All right. As you can unfurl the letter itself and then take out a piece of parchment to read. That's when we're going to take our break because, as predicted, my bladder did not manage to hold up and I have to pee again. So, see you guys in a quick second. Hello and welcome back. Let us all appreciate this bear that Greg is putting so much effort into drawing. I do love
It's a
it.
polar bear, though.
That
Make it white.
Yeah, I realized and I was like, okay, whatever.
Well, they're a little bit yellowish. They're stained, you know.
They're paint can? There isn't a paint can. Okay.
It's a electrified polar bear that got peed on or something. I don't know. Anyways, before this tangent continues, the letter that you open up explodes, and you take. No, I'm kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't look for traps, but I'm curious.
So you wanted next delivery?
I was waiting for it. I was like, okay, give it to us.
Next delivery complete.
All right, this is what it says. And if anyone can read it out loud, so the viewers can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably. We have 4 more gracious prayers ready to be picked up. What the heck? That would conclude the required amount for this Voss. The Forge Fire surge in popularity has definitely made things easier. We pray fortune stays on our side. The scheduled delivery to Orphan on the 6th day of the 4th Voss will be taken care by the Windwood vessel. Sarah Firebeard. I feel like I should know those names.
Orphan sounds like a city.
Prayers delivered. What kind of code word is this?
I know.
Orphan is a city on the east coast of Colis.
Oh God, you're smart.
The map. I'm looking at a
map.
Well, you guys would recognize Orphan, because that is when you got the.
That's where
Veltrix.
Izrael's dad went with Veltrix.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going there.
Look at that. Oops.
The Windwood vessel, though, we should next time we're outside, we go look at boats.
Yeah, we know what to check next. Include the required amount for this Voss, so they have a steady supply of prayers. And we were told that people have been starting to disappear.
Oh, is it prayers, as in the people to do praying?
That's what I think.
I was reading it as just prayers, not prayers.
Prayers.
Yeah,
yes.
that's. It can be both. Like, is it
we
a code word or is
gracious prayers ready to be picked up?
People to pray.
Very possible.
Maybe. Okay, I hastily go to the next note.
Yes, we just named what?
A closing deal.
Yes. You get inspiration. It's so easy to get inspiration.
I already have it.
Oh, yeah, well, then just brag.
I'm a human. I have it every day.
I don't have it.
And this is what it says. A bit longer.
I hope to be finished in due time. I only require a couple more crystals, which I expect you and your friends to be able to provide with ease at this point. With that, our deal will soon be concluded. Enjoy your reign of freedom as long as it lasts. I hope serving your god was well worth it. For me, it definitely was, and I would extend my thanks if they weren't deep aslumber. Through infernal heat, the Ironheart Forge has finally found its success. What in the world does that mean?
Oh, I forgot to add the X. There's no real signature. It's signed with I.E. Joe will quickly add.
I.E.
So only the initials. And it's written with a very fanciful handwriting. Whoever wrote this.
Yeah, do I recognize the penmanship?
No. You wouldn't.
Okay. Okay. I
Okay.
was
Actually,
could have been Kronberg.
no, you don't don't get
Okay,
Kronberg
okay.
vibes, but you can make a history check. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay. Why am I looking in my spells? It's a frickin' skill. Sorry.
Crystals.
History.
Yes, with that deal.
Nope.
12. No, really don't have any connections you would make with this handwriting.
Okay. So they're working on something that requires crystals that they've been getting a steady supply of. And they're working with somebody that worships a specific god. Infernal heat, the Ironheart Forge has finally found it. Ironheart Forge. Have we heard that yet?
Don't think so.
Ironheart Forge. Ironhearts. Oh boy. Okay, hold on here. Yep. Gelgash Thoring Ironheart is the 6th king of Kolis on the All-Or throne. Is that right, Jack?
Yep. Damn, I can't even remember when I told you that. That was a long time ago.
Oh, I looked it up so long ago.
It's also the current king, by the way.
Current king, yes.
Yeah.
That was session 57.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was looking that up, but that's what I found out.
I think you were doing research because of the crossing. And
Right.
then you
I also have Starlight Academy ?
Exactly.
And Core H Mine ? So here we go. Okay, so that's kind of frightening.
You can actually make. I'll allow you to make history check because you did research in kind of that vein. So whether or not you would recognize that.
Come on, Vera. Okay, 20.
That was the DC. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, it rings familiar. You're like trying to remember to the political structure of Kolis because you researched that a little bit, and because you're a little bit into the political powers that were at play. And doing your research when you found out that that Gelgash Thoring Ironheart is the 6th king. You know that Kolis is ruled by a throne, but they have a Iron Council known as the Tharul Iron Council, which is made up of just very high important members like Ventrax Moradon. He's part of the council. That's why he's such an important individual. And that one of the most important people, or not important people, one of the most important factions / guilds / organizations that works with Kolis, who's part of this council, is the Ironheart Forge. So much how the Moradon Sea Association and Ven Trade Merchants Department, which are both owned by Ventrax Moradon or the Moradon family, the Ironheart Forge,
entity,
Interesting.
organization is on a similar level as them and belong to the council that works with the king.
Okay, so we found our connection.
And I would at this point also allow Eric to make a history check, because you might potentially also know something.
Forge.
Yeah, because
They
Forge.
found their success. So, okay, yeah, we found our connection with
Like
what's been
Forge,
going on here.
probably hot. Yes.
It's
Oh,
the
yes.
thing that caused me great grief.
Yes.
Forge,
Okay.
fire, ouchies.
And then, is this in Dwarven or is it in Common?
No, it isn't common.
Do I have any idea? It's a weird question. Why these letters exist? Is this for somebody? Is it? Does it seem like a diary, or? I mean, they're letters, right? That I had to open up, so I assume they were going to be sent to someone. Does that sound right?
You
Or a
is
personal record?
you assumed because of your passive investigation that these were meant for Daldwin. These are addressed to him. You would know.
Addressed to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that context, I will read this from Dolman. So somebody sent this to Dolman as like an update, so that he stays in the loop. Okay, so he's a bad person. We can keep the gold.
Platinum.
Platinum, yes. Okay, great. Well, what did you guys find?
There's probably a room underneath the office.
Perfect. Seems like the next step. The thing is, what we're looking for also might not be here. If somebody sent him this letters, we need to figure out. Well, I guess that's from Sarash Firebeard, and this is from the IE. Ironheart. Who Express Embassy.
Express. Oh wow.
Okay, we can figure out later, but yeah, I guess let's figure out how he's tied into this. Have you figured out how to get downstairs?
It seems like it's probably starting with something near the bookcases. And it kind of like tapers itself off towards the middle of the room.
In that case, find traps.
There are no traps
Okay, so there are no traps.
in this room, at least.
Good place to start. Okay, I guess me and Ira can start looking around for what mechanism,
I'm gonna
or
start
maybe.
pulling on books and things that are on the shelves to see if there's one that starts moving.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Can we all make one, or should we?
Yeah,
just
sure.
do
If you're all doing that together, yeah, you can.
I have nothing else to do.
Fuck off.
Wow,
That's the highest?
that's insane. That's D&D. Yeah, you should always try.
Yay!
You should always try. That's a lesson learned. Yeah, as you're kind of looking
I got a
around,
paper cut.
yeah, you're like, oh fuck, and you're like wishing away.
I mean, Iserol knows the tricks, right?
Yeah, definitely. But you both and Fiera, as you know, Fiera gets somewhat distracted just by the books, and you're like, maybe there's an interesting book
Start
here.
reading them.
And so she takes like a lot of the books out. None of the books seem to be, just like a level or something that you would have hoped for. However, you do notice that on the one of the cupboards at a little bit above your eye level, and the reason why is, the board is exactly where your eye level is. You can just barely see that there's a little bit of a wider gap between the board on the back to the shelf itself. And you notice that there's a very slight, indentation on the top left corner of that shelf section.
and you grab inside, and it lets loose. As you can kind of poke it in, it opens up to a little flap, and that allows you to kind of pull the board forward. And as you do that, you just hear a as then the entire shell opens up, and it's a door. And you can see that there's a drop. There's a straight drop down about 10 feet that leads onto stairs that go in the direction that you have ascertained, Eric, towards the other side. So you basically just jump inside, and then there's a staircase.
Huh.
Yep.
Actually, the door would open towards you.
Well,
We should-
I could get down.
Right, I just realized I can send a message to Vinberg. He probably knows what IE stands for.
In a minute. In a minute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Come on, Fiera.
Oh, okay, let's. Well, I don't want to go first. Oh,
Does
you
it
gonna
look
go
like
first?
there's any? Is there any like light coming out from that stairwell?
No, at least from where you're looking at it, seems to be just completely dark for now.
Well, I'll step out over the gap, and I'll just activate the boots as I step out. Just float down, and I've got my goggles of night on, so I can see down the stairs.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Alright, yeah, you float down, like, it's only 10 feet, so it's not a, large leap, but obviously for Fiera, probably a little bit unstable. But, so the
Yeah, I'm
marching...
gonna sit on the ledge and be like, is it safe?
Seems pretty solid.
No, I'm asking Eirik
Oh.
downstairs. Well, down on the stairs, like, is it safe?
Seems safe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems completely fine.
Bloop.
Yep, just...
Slip in.
Yeah, the only sketchy thing really is that you have to land on stairs. And that's about the only sketchy thing. So it immediately, like, it's 10 feet immediately onto stairs. So that's the only thing that is, obviously for people that aren't as acrobatic or athletic, that's can be a little bit risky of twisting your ankle. But you are adventurous who went through hell, so this little 10-foot drop onto stairs will not hinder you as you get the stairs.
Well, take your time,
And yeah, you drop down, and you can see Eric as it's leading downwards. It goes decently far. You can see that the staircase is approximately, you can see the other side of the wall just barely, about 60 feet, just going kind of down, probably going to the center of where his mansion would be. On the very end, you do see very faint bits of warm, reddish, orangish hues of probably a torch or something like that. Kind of flickering.
Okay. Well, it seems like a straight shot, but I can't really see if there's anything like in the walls or whatever.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. So it goes straight down, and then there is a right corner where the light is coming from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Straight. Hang on.
So
If there were going to be traps, there could be one here.
it basically goes, yeah, exactly like that. All right, I don't have to do shit. Nice.
Okay. Well, it looks like it's going down and then towards the interior courtyard.
Which means, if we look at the map, I could possibly head out toward water. How far away is that? That would be, let's see.
Head that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how far it goes, I guess.
Yeah.
Or if it was... Potentially, okay. Well... I mean, nowhere to go but forward, right? Well, we can
Yep.
follow you.
Okay. I'll stay with my boots active, and I'll just float down the stairs. Do I go slowly and make sure there's nothing like on the walls or whatever, like holes or?
Oh, is there a way to put the bookcase back? Is there like a lever when we get down that like closes it up top?
It actually seems to be you have to like hold it open. If you let it go, it kind of closes by itself.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it'll go back by itself after we went down.
Yeah.
Okay, convenient.
I mean, we can. I don't know, Ice Roll. You want to use another slot to keep finding traps?
Do
Don't
you
have
want
to
to
ask me twice.
corner?
There it
I would
is.
go to the corner first.
I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Down the hallway.
So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm standing like right next or right behind Eirik, and I can sense for the next 120 feet if there are traps
Okay.
active.
Yeah. Yeah, no. This staircase doesn't seem to hold any traps.
Okay.
That feels better.
Let's get down to the corner at least and see if
Yep,
we can
let's
maybe
go.
hear things or.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Quiet.
I'm going to hold Fiera's hand
All right.
because she doesn't see very well in the dark.
I was gonna say, would it be okay to put a light on, or?
We're gonna wait until we're at the corner to decide that.
It looks like there's light coming from down there, so just
Yeah.
wait 60 feet.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I'm gonna
Cool.
hold your hand.
All right. Then was Arik at the front, then Isra, and then Fiera, correct?
Yes.
You slowly make your way down. You can make another stealth check. Trace. Pass without trace is unfortunately already gone. 10 minutes have definitely surpassed after.
That's an hour.
Oh, it's an hour. Well, yeah, then it's definitely.
It is
so.
an hour.
Yeah,
Can
so
I
what
have
we do,
advantage because I'm
detect
using my
magic.
boots?
I would say no, because there are boots of elven kind that specifically do that. So
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
yeah, your tools still do most of the noise.
Jeez, that plus 10 is so good.
Oh, do we still have the +4 for the bond?
No, the
No,
bond
it's
is-
gone.
That was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you slowly make your way. Like it's group stealth check, so we take the average of all. So
Okay.
yeah. Otherwise you would have triple disadvantage technically. Only one of you is all bad for this failed. That's just too unfair. Yeah. So always the average of all. And you seem to be as quiet as you can be in this rather narrow hallway. It's wide enough for you for a single person to fit comfortably, but if you would try to pass somebody, it would be a little bit of a problem. But nonetheless, you make your way down, and as you come closer and reach the end, you can feel a very not feel. Well, you also feel that the temperature rises a bit. It's a bit warmer down here. The other thing that you notice is that there's a certain stench. You can see, you can smell that the air is very, a place that is not well, doesn't have,
Musty.
yeah, musty, doesn't have good,
Ventilated?
yeah, not much circulation, so very stale air. And you can, on that, also smell like rotten eggs, like a very sulfury tint. And also, as you get closer and closer, it really stinks. Almost like, a used bathroom might stink, perhaps, is what you're getting. So it really is a putrid scent that you're kind of putting yourself there. Obviously, hell was a lot worse than this that stank even more, but this is also pretty bad, and you kind of instinctively cover your noses as the stench is kind of making your way through there. As you get to the side, the other thing that you definitely start to hear, Irik, with your high passive perception, is very, very light movements and just what sounds like chains, kind of like clittering a little bit. As things either chained or are connected to chains or touching chains are moving slightly, and you can hear like very faint breathing coming from around the corner.
Oh my god.
Who the hell are we going to find there?
Not just one, multiple sources of breaths coming from the
Who
inside.
or what? Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna do the classic move. I'm gonna pull out a little mirror, and I'm gonna stick the mirror around the corner, and I'm gonna
Nice.
see if I can see anything.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Holy.
17. You pierce around, and you can see there's a stretch of hallway that also goes around 60 feet or so, and the sides of which seem to be jail bars. And you can very clearly see the ground is very dirty, musty and moldy, with a deep brown sediment on top of it that reminds you of dried blood. And on some of the portcullises that kind of separate each jail, there's like flickering torchlight which produces the warm light that you've been seeing. But at the very end of the room, you can see that it once again splits into a T-section.
I just have questions, but
These creatures, are they people?
So there are jails like right here. We don't know how
I-
many.
I-
I'm just putting this, and then at the end it does a T. This.
Yeah.
they could be experimented on. We have to look in, see what we are dealing with.
Yep, we have to. Yep.
Okay. Stay here. Don't follow me yet. And I'm gonna float around the corner until the first set of jail bars. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same thing with the mirror to look into the
Alright.
first jail.
Yeah, you peer inside. The one immediately to your right, I'm just assuming that you're looking at, seems to be empty. You do see that there is a chain that is wedged inside of the wall, where a chain kind of comes out, and then there's a manacle where something can be attached to. The floor similar, very dirty. You can see like rusted metal pieces on the ground just lying around that are also covered in some sort of very dried liquid or stuff and they look like rusted old broken and bended pythons or needles that are just kind of lying on the ground there. But easily enough you switch your mirror to the other side, and there the structure similarly built, and one of these jail cells, by the way, is like around, not very big, it's like 5x5 5x5 cube, and then there you can very clearly see a dwarven individual. The beard is completely scruffed and dirt, has a what's it called? His eyes have been tied up. You see loads of blood that came out of his mouth at some point. It's also just, stuck inside of his grizzly beard. He's completely naked, and you can see similar metal things just poking out of his body. And you can see him just lying there, scrunched up, and basically just in agony, as you can just hear him breathing. And shivering, as if he's like experiencing some either traumatic pain or cold. It's hard to tell. And with a 17 perception check, you can also very clearly see he has very strong bruising on his ankles that suggests that his ankles have been broken.
Okay, I'll just float back and I'll whisper that super quietly, all of that information. I think we can probably walk past them. I'm assuming it's probably a lot of the same inside the other cells.
We all agree that we're gonna have to report that, right?
I mean, if not, deal with it ourselves on the way out.
But what exactly are we gonna do? Anyway,
I don't know
we
yet.
have to get further.
Yes, let's.
So, one cell at a time,
Let's go.
we'll just creep forward, make sure it's all the same thing inside. Until we get to that T.
Okay. Alright. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, you slowly walk past these cells. And as you're walking past them, the stench gets just worse and worse, especially if you walk past a cell where there's an individual inside, as you can very clear that not all brown stains is dried blood, but probably some of their own feces that they were kind of covered in. And you can see there are all manner of people of all ages. You even see a child at some point. A small dwarven boy that's just started growing his beard hair. And he's hung up with these metal prongs jutting out of the wall that his arms and flesh has been stuck inside of. And you can see his flesh just giving in as he's hanging from it and the gravity pulling it down. And same, you can see his ankles heavily bruised, probably broken. And as you're walking past these, any slight sound you produce next to one of these cells, you see them instinctively shift and shiver as they hear anything that is in their vicinity, and they kind of cower, and it just causes a chain reaction as soon as a sound appears that is audible, that they all just kind of shiver and recoil back as far as possible from the entrance. Some of them lay completely still and you're not even sure if they're alive, and you can see a total of probably like around 8 that are within these cells, and there's a total of 16 cells here set up. As you get to the end of the hallway, you can see it splits. You can go left, where you can see a door, or you can go right, where you can see a door.
Is there anything on the floor that indicates one side or the other is more traveled?
Make an investigation check. I mean,
He's as scared as I am right now.
yeah.
Okay.
You have trouble hearing, especially because you're like standing right next to one of these cells where there's like a elderly elven woman there, and you just hear her shivering breath in and out, and that's just nerve-wracking. You can feel, the hair running up your spine every time she breathes out, and it's a cursed place, and you don't want to be here any longer.
I will shift this a little bit, and I will look down and use my survival to try to see, instead of us, the freshest set of footprints which way they went. Left or right.
Alright, yeah. You can make a
Yeah.
survival check.
Is there like a key ring or anything? Or are they locked, these cells?
They don't seem to be locked, no.
Okay.
With a 26, you can very clearly see, not too long ago, that there are footprints leading from the left to the right, and also from the left towards the jails,
Towards us.
and then also from the jails going towards the right room.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it's mainly
So
yeah.
the left seems to be a little bit more used than the right recently.
What's like the distance between the doors?
That's similar, same distance. The left one seems to be, about like 15 feet away, and the right one also seems to be like 15 feet away.
We could just open both at the same time.
Your
Maybe
mage hand
inside
goes
the
one way,
rooms.
mine goes the other.
Sure. To see which is more important.
Be ready in case there's anything on the other side of either of these doors.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it 26? You can also see drag marks, obviously, coming
Yeah,
from the
of
left to the
course.
right.
Okay. I will
Okay.
open the right. You open the left.
Okay, so you guys open the right and the left. Isarel is going to start preparing a firebolt, and the only reason why she would let it go is if there is a menacing creature on either side. If there are no menacing creature, she's going to drop it and not let it go. But she's preparing herself.
All right. Then, as the both mage hands simultaneously fly towards each door, and then presumably you just look at each other, nod, and then both open up. The left one, which I would just say I opened, seems to just lead to a small chamber. And that's about it. There's like a small pedestal, like a small raising on the chamber, but it goes like maybe 10 feet inside. It's dark. You can't see it from this distance because it's only 25 feet away. But that's it. There doesn't seem to be anything more than that small chamber from obviously your point of angle that you can see. And in Fiera, it seems to go a small hallway that goes further down, and then there's another left turn there that goes back up again.
Okay. Left first.
Alright, you kind of
Yeah.
shuffle your way there, and you see once again a small raising on the ground, and you can see a circle there with arcane runes carved in a circle.
Roll up the sleeves.
Yeah, I'll pull her to the front and I'll just step back and I'll go like
Yeah.
Yeah, just
you want
stay
some
back
help?
and keep guard. I should be okay.
Okay, because I do know good arcana as well.
Appreciate it.
Up to you. It's up to you.
Does it tell me what school with detect magic?
Oh, I think you detect magic will have dropped by now after all that investigation.
I cast again once we drop down the staircase.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yes, it would be. I'm pretty sure it's conjuration.
Oh, it could be a teleport circle then, or summoning a creature. Which means I don't want to turn it off.
or is it maybe it is a teleport and this is how they get people out of here.
Well, they use vessels, right, to transport. But
Well, maybe they teleported
I'll-
so they don't
gi-
have to
give
dig
me-
a whole thing.
give me 2 minutes. And I will try to study the runes to see its purpose.
All right, make an Arcana check.
My stomach. I feel so sick.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry,
26.
but I'm not.
It's fine. This is no. It's good. It's good.
Whoa.
It's good.
I
A good creepy.
how am I? How do I have a higher Arcana than you?
You
I
have
think it's-
higher than plus 15.
I have plus 18.
What?
I'm not even joking.
Get the fuck
not-
out of here.
What?
I
But
have
what?
plus 18 Arcana.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
How do I have that?
Yeah,
It's probably higher than Zephygus.
Okay, then let's not get crazy here.
Anyways, I'll be
Zephygus
behind
created
you.
Arcana.
Yeah, I'll be behind you, like
Yeah,
agreeing with you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, what? Yeah, I think you can add your druid level, some shit like that. I don't know. Anyways, was 26 more than enough. But you study it, and once again, infernal wounds. That is teleportation, but there seemed to be a circle very reminiscent of, you know, the circles you know in towers that link to different circles. But this probably links to a different circle. And it's just the nature by which the magic is being used and fueled that is of infernal, but also mainly draconic make as well. But
Yeah. That seems very familiar.
yes.
If I want to disable it, how hard or easy would that be? Would I have to use a spell, or could I use, like... I mean, probably. I assume.
Yeah.
Let me think. If this is connected to a network, a hidden network of teleport circles... I mean,
That
if
is infernal.
I
in
could use it,
nature.
right, to teleport here then? If I wanted to?
Yeah.
But so could others.
Yes.
Okay. Is it something where I step into it and activates, or does it require somebody to cast the spell to get here? It's like an anchor.
It's like the teleportation, like the circles in a teleportation tower. So you have the capabilities of activating it. You're already standing on it by investigating because it's such a small room. It doesn't activate. but
Oh,
it's
so I could activate it to send us somewhere else as well?
exactly to whatever the designated area is.
Well, we're not turning it off then.
We
Fuck.
could go on a field trip.
Jesus.
I
Okay. Well, let's see what else is in the room then,
yes.
and think about it.
In this room or the other room?
How about one of you investigates the room, and I will... No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, let's check out this room, and then we'll move on.
It's a really small room. Like, we're filling
It's
it.
very tiny.
Oh, okay. I will
Yeah.
look around as I am distracted by teleports and for infernal stuff.
Yeah, like your passive investigation, well, you will easily see there's nothing else. Like you're cramped inside of
Okay.
this. It's a 10 by 10 foot room.
And do I see the drag marks from the teleport circle towards the jail?
Yes. Towards the jail, and also some from the jail that lead to the white room.
Okay.
So they're bringing things here
They're bringing
from
people
somewhere
here.
else. Yeah.
They're bringing people here.
Could be either way.
or they're bringing these people to somewhere once they've finished with them. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Teleport. That was. Okay. I don't have time to set up an alarm. It would take 10 minutes. I don't want to disable it yet. Okay, let's just continue. We have a timeline.
Yep.
They're gonna start missing us at the party. Or he might just return home.
We've been down here for we've been in this house for over 2 hours probably.
Not
been here over 2 hours?
Yeah, no, 2 hours
not
is stretching
2 hours.
it. It's
No,
like
no.
an hour or so.
Yeah.
It's more accurate. Not
Because
2 hours.
you said we spent an hour probably looking through the rooms and stuff upstairs.
Did I say an hour?
You said 50 minutes.
Yeah, so you spent
Okay.
you're around the ballpark of an hour right now. You spent around 45
okay.
minutes looking around, and then dedicated 15 minutes of investigating the room. So an hour, 10 minutes, getting to the 1.5 hour mark, but yet not over 2 hours. Definitely not, because you only checked the
That's-
White Wing.
Yeah. That's still a long time. They would have noticed by now that we haven't come back. So
Yeah.
at this
Okay,
point,
and
we
just to
keep going.
confirm, if I want to activate the circle, I'd probably have to have teleport circle ready to send us somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And if I wrote down what I say on the floor, it's just to get here. I wouldn't know what the sequence is for where we're going.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I got it. Yeah. Let's just continue.
Okay. Keep going.
Yeah. Anything I would do would just take time.
No.
Okay. We don't have that luxury right now.
To the right.
All right. Continue onwards, and you walk through the door that's been opened now, and then take the turn to the left. So you're kind of going deeper inside, basically. And you can see there's a very small staircase that leads maybe 5 feet up, and then beyond that, you can see not like a double doorway, but there are no doors. It's just there's a center kind of wall that blocks it off and just separates into two, but it seems like both doorways just lead into a larger chamber. Just is part of the design, but beyond that you can see another wall. And as you kind of, making your way slowly there and you go up the stairs, you can see that this hallway is, well, more like small chamber. Well, it's also not small chamber, but it's like a medium chamber. And there's one door on the right and there's one door on the left.
Holy fuck. Okay. So we would be going back towards inside, basically?
No. You're going
Okay. Up.
upwards.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
No space anymore.
off of our drawing.
Actually,
Okay.
wait, I can move it down for you guys. I'm the only one with global access here. Dope. There you go.
Hey.
Okay. So it goes this way. And then again we have a room, full chamber, and there is a door here.
Oh no,
And a
both
door here.
both doors are on the north side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a door here, and I should take a more a door here.
I will
A door here.
ask you guys, do you trust Vinberg, the defensive fellow we talked to? I think I'm just going to check in with him so he knows what's going on in case something happens. Let him know what we found so far and that we're continuing.
With all of the wards and all of the vibe checks that we did, I 100% trust him right now. I think he is the most trustworthy person in this godforsaken place outside of my
I just
dad.
think the chance we get into a confrontation with Dolwyn's getting higher. So Something's gonna happen, and we need somebody on our side.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to cast Sending to Vinberg. Saying, we're in a hidden basement under Dolwyn's estate. There are prisoners being tortured in cells. Deals with odd factions. We're still searching. Check in later.
You wait for a bit, and you get a delayed response of a very gurgly voice. Says,
Be careful. It's up to you.
the message cut short there.
Oh my god.
He said what?
I
Be
shared it.
careful.
I think he's being killed. We need to hurry up. Dolan's on to us. Let's go. We need to go.
He said, wait, I didn't hear correctly. He said, be careful.
Dolwyn's on to us. And I think he's dying.
I think he said it's a trap.
I'm sorry, I'm genuinely asking because I didn't hear what Jack said.
Because he was gurgling with blood
Yeah.
in his mouth.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it said it's a trap. Be careful, it's a trap.
We
Doesn't matter.
can't go back. Yes, we move forward.
All right.
Regardless.
Actually, before we move, I'm gonna run back towards the cell and I'm going to frantically start looking around and try to see if I see anyone that looks like him in there.
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
Oh, that'd be sad if we didn't even look.
24. No, you're pretty confident that none of them is.
Okay. He's not there. I'm running back towards them and I'm like, look, we move. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, we don't know anybody else in the city. We have to go.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Left or right door?
Shit.
Jeez.
Left.
Why there's so many left rights?
That's just how it works. Okay, I guess I would just
Mage hand each door. I don't know.
goes
Yeah,
ahead,
let's do that.
opens
Okay.
up the left door. It is a lightless room inside of there. There is a hefty stench. We're saying this for Fiera. Hefty stench of burnt flesh, of dried blood, of kind of rotten insides, and the other thing you hear is a as you see in front of you a collection of pillars, but as soon as you run inside, you can see two figures, one slumped next to one pillar and one standing tall. Both figures you recognize. The one slumped down is Durlov, whose throat is currently bleeding profusely. And in front of him, you see Dolwyn standing there. And
Who's that? What?
and he kind of looks over, also a bit in surprise, and it's like, oh, well, I guess I wasn't fast enough. Little greedy bastards. Seems like you got ways to contact each other. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
What? No.
No!
It's Santa.
No! No!
Yes. Yes.
We have to save him.
Yes. Yes.
Or light.
Fuck.
I don't want to find another dark room.
Another dark room. You guys really... Well, I make dark rooms. What can I say?
Boy, that got... He seems so nice at the event, though, Jack. What the heck? Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did, but completely apathetic to the words he was saying. Yeah.
See,
So,
the really annoying thing here is that all of that was exactly what I expected to come.
Yep.
I know.
Everything was exactly as expected, and it still sucks.
Yep.
should have convinced the other two because they started believing Dol was innocent. But you never know.
He seems nice, nothing fishy.
Yeah.
And then Vinberg being there, I was thinking about him. I was wondering if there's gonna be something fishy after destroying that scrying thing.
Yeah, Mr. Durloff.
Save him. I'm putting in my notes.
He's not dead yet. I will confirm because obviously you heard him talking back
Okay.
to you. He did manage.
I will change fate for this guy we met just yesterday. Or today.
Listen.
We met him just today.
Today, 2 hours ago.
Yeah, 2 hours ago you
Yeah.
met this guy.
Yep.
Guys, I got a few ways to bring him back.
Okay. Good.
Might need him. Might
Yeah.
need.
Yeah. I mean, I can bubble him. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have gave you 2 alacrity.
my
Whoops.
God.
Whoops. I forgot.
I was expecting tunnels. I was expecting
Hmm.
gross, bloody, whatever. I was expecting hidden people, the kidnapped people, everything. But I'm still
you got it.
grossed out.
Yeah, some things are just vile. Whether
More
you know it's
infernal magic. Oh, what is he? The devil, like I thought the entire time? Could be. Or is it something else? Something new?
Who knows?
A blood devil?
Who knows?
Ugh.
Who knows? We shall see.
What's in the other room?
Is he actually in front of us? Oh,
s-
that'd be nice.
We got so freaking lucky to open the correct room.
That's true.
Yeah, well, I will spoiler. Because from our experience, you would know. Both doors lead in the same room.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's just a larger chamber.
Okay.
We've been that situation before. It's like, okay, left to right. Goes the same.
Yeah,
Just-
every time.
really matter.
It gets you. It just leads to the same room.
Yeah, decisions are our worst enemy by
Yeah.
far.
That's,
Yep.
I would blame the guy who made the map, who keeps doing double doors that lead to the same room. There's nothing I can do about it. I like how it does maps, but that is... I always have to add 2 doors, and I'm like, you know what? They love making a choice left or right. They love... Maybe it was specifically designed for that purpose in mind.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the next
Keep
time...
you on your toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can finally test out my staff. I'm so excited. I have all my spell slots. I have my staff. I'm fresh.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm walking in with spells like detect poison, purify food,
Okay. Good.
hold on, conjure animals,
Could be useful.
charm person. Oh, I do have moonbeam. That's good. Speak
Okay,
with
maybe that-
animals 3 times for some reason.
Okay. Good.
Hallucinatory terrain. Polymorph.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got enough.
Freedom of movement.
That's actually good.
Could
That
be
is-
useful.
That's actually good. That's just a good spell.
The
wall of-
important thing is you can heal us.
No, she
Yes.
scrapped
You
all
have
the
a
healing
heal?
spell.
I have healing spells. I basically
Okay.
have healing spells and yeah. There's not a lot that I'm gonna be able to do in terms of damage. I'm gonna be
You
healed.
have
Fine.
plenty.
Yeah,
You
got
I'm gonna
fire
We have
Firebolt.
Iric. Iric is right here.
Yeah.
And
I
I
have
have all my new
Firebolt.
spells.
Oh,
I have
I
Firebolt.
should have had my cannon. Fuck.
I should give you guys alacrity.
I-
tend to almost
I
give it to
did.
myself.
I did prepare for the first time Tasha's hideous laughter. That
Oh.
I have that, so I can
Nice.
tickle him or something.
How do you get that? Is that a druid spell?
It is a druid spell.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah, we
Yep.
do. But either way,
Yeah, we're
gonna
fine.
see next
We're
week. Well, not next week, in 2 weeks. So it's
Not
gonna
next
continue.
week.
Yeah, gonna
Yeah,
let you
that's the
wait
worst-
that's the
extra
worst part.
long.
Oh.
What's gonna happen?
I want to fight. I know we just
Oh,
fought for 3 episodes, but I want to fight.
for 4 episodes.
4 episodes.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
continue on. Yeah.
Oh man.
Using a staff.
Yes. There's a classic D&D cult thingy going on. Gotta love it. Yeah. So
We got
we'll
it.
see you guys next time, and who knows? Maybe they will be able to save Mr. Durlov Axstone. Until then, peace. Bye.